I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smile. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Grand rising, everybody. This is your girl Reese, aka the best that ever did it, aka you know who it is. The proud author of Shades the Blue by A.M. Morning. Hold on, I know I'm here talking on my phone. There we go. And also the recipient of Molly Moss CMOS. And I'm happy to be an ambassador of this CMOS. It's a great product. It'll help you, especially this time of year, when you're dealing with all types of ills and ails that the body get run into on this cold and flu season and all that good stuff. Baby, let me tell you, y'all get in here. I got my songbird. I got my Trey Wiz in the house with me this morning. Good morning, Trey. Oh, well, maybe he ain't in the house just yet, but he here in the studio. So when he get on in here, and
I'm in here.
okay, there you go.
Good morning to you. Good morning.
Yesterday, it was a busy weekend as always. Saturday afternoon, I had my Sauce in the City episode, and that took.
How was that?
I managed to get in the top three. Boo boo boo! I just did what I did, and we played the game, and then we did it for charity. All the proceeds in
That's what's
this
up.
game went towards Two Mac Barbershop, and they having a toy drive for Streetline and for the
And
kids.
what's her name again? Miss. It's something with a J. What's her name again?
Sonia,
No, some Miss Sonia, the lady that had the blue jacket on when she was talking to us about the barbershop. That's Miss
yes,
Sonia. Okay,
Miss
Miss
Sonia. The
Sonia. Well, shout out
people,
to Miss Sonia. Yeah.
it was Sonia, Frank, and Naldo was there. Those are Naldo's the owner of the barbershop, and Frank
Okay.
and
Shout out to him
Sonia
too.
is the manager, Miss
Yeah.
General. They call her the General. So uh, they was able to see it in the shop. They had it streaming in the barbershop, so they customers could see the show was a special edition for
That's
them. And
right.
I think they're going to do that every Saturday for Two Mac Barbershop for their customers. That's why the show comes on our time at 4 o'clock.
Hmm.
And yeah, at 4 o'clock. So
That's what's up, though. I love to see the rotation and different things everybody's doing. So to have different platforms to be able to jump on with that are like minded people or friends or whatever. That's cool. I love seeing that for people. Natural things to post.
and I met some more comedians, and hopefully they will join us on the show from New York. Gwen
Okay,
let
I
me
like New
shadow
York.
her Saturday. I mean, not Saturday, yesterday. Me and Lee was
Mm.
with Gwen on up to New York, and I was networking. I met Tiffany. She put together the New York Comedy Festival and all of that stuff, and they
Okay.
doing a Black woman in comedy. Last year, well, this year, Gwen won like best new entertainer or new comedian of the year
Okay.
from the festival. So she's going to be putting on a show in February up there in New York. And I met a lot of cool, a lot of nice other comedians. I met Rob, Isaac. It was cool, white boy named Isaac. He was real cool. I met Elrod. Elrod, he's a cutie, a nice comedian. And I met Alden was the other guy. And I only remember the people I was interacting with, and a couple of other female comedians. We stayed for two shows. Gwen was on both shows. She was headlining both shows. Uh, it was a nice. It was the place was called like the Cellar in New York, and she was telling us. Gwen was telling me and Lee
Okay.
how this is the comedy scene. It's a small area. It's a bunch of them. It's a bunch of like small coffee shops, styles, and where they do comedy. I thought it
I
would
would
be like
love that.
here where they got
Yeah.
big old arenas. These places don't hold no more than 60. Bar 210, I think that place fed him Bar 210 like two or three times. It was that the venue was that small. I mean the
But
way they had to
I
set up.
mean, but I think it's good to start like that, regardless, because as you're building your audience and your fan base and stuff in general, at least you can pack out those venues regardless. Like
Yeah.
if it's the I think it should be the goal to pack out those small venues and build a name with them small places and get them small places really demanding you in the first place. So small building or not, I think like we said, we had conversations about 210 before. Shout out to Kim for what she did, but at the same time, people that live around this area generally don't go to have fun. Most people go in and just want to buy a couple shots or whatever and do whatever is there, but they don't go to have fun like some of these venues. So, I say if you can
The
pack out the
Bar
venue and get
210
people in there,
was nice. If people would have gave it a chance, they would have found that it was nice and warm and inviting on the inside. We were all cool in jail, but then nobody want to come in. But I was
well,
talking about
because when
as
people
far
get
as the
shanked
size.
outside, when people get, I know that's what I was talking about was the size of the venue and how many people like it takes to fill it. Instead of trying to pack a big space and making it and feeling like your response is smaller because the space is so big. I'd rather the space be medium to smaller size and the focus be on packing the spaces out. What's up, Josh? Good morning. If you want the link, we can send it to you. Dickie head ass. Let me send. I'll send you the link. Give me a second. Hold on,
Oh,
Reese.
dang, I forgot. I had the other call. I didn't.
Don't worry about it. Keep talking, and I'll send it to him.
Okay. Um,
Mhm.
I'm in the show. Do you see the show? No, it's on Facebook too. All right, let me double check to make sure that we're running on Facebook.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
I'll
we're
stay
running
on
on
with you.
Facebook.
I'll stay
Yeah.
on with you. I don't want you to, I don't want the line to go silent or
Okay.
whatever. But
All right. Y'all know that
yeah,
was Woo Boo saying he didn't get the link. He don't see us where we at.
shit, that's support. That's supply and demand. They asking for it, and so go ahead and get it to them. Go ahead and get whatever links to them.
He might be suspended again. You know, on Facebook he stays suspended. But I know we on Facebook because that's what Dickie see it is. I didn't get a chance to send it out to everybody like I normally do. Only the one group that I think I put everybody, try to put everybody's name in. I didn't get a chance to go on Facebook
We'll
and
take
send
go
it.
ahead and take a moment to do that now. Before everybody, before everybody trying to get in here, because about 15 minutes in, that's when everybody start like kind of rolling in and stuff. So I would take
I
the time
know,
to do
right?
that now. But yeah, I'm happy for the variety. But like I said, 210, the venue size was decent. That was really nice. I wish that it brought more variety. Um, because it would be more. You have more people that would be willing to spend money in there and enjoy themselves. It was a younger crowd for the most part. I say 90% of it was people my age. So most people my age are not sitting down and and paying attention. They want to dance, they want to drink, they want to get turned up, they want to. So um, I don't know. Area just didn't really bring people that had money to spend. You know, they wanted to complain about food prices or how much this was, or you know, complain about the comedians or I don't know. But I just hope that everybody that does comedy goes somewhere where you can appreciate the people around you
and get a
and they
warm
appreciate you too.
reception. And
Yeah,
that's
a
the
warm
Bar
reception.
919 was like that because that was strictly for drinks, and the fact that we had comedy in there, it was nice. But the kids right down from Bar 919
What's up,
was
KJ?
society and the
Or
hookah
Killer?
lounge, and they was down there getting turned up and at the shock bar, ready to shake it, and with the go. So they didn't want to come, for the most part of it, see comedy. They was ready, like he said, to ready to
Hmm.
jump up and down, jump around, and throw that ass in
Yeah,
the circle. They was ready to,
yeah.
it's ready, because them jokers is high off that boot. They is high off the boot. That's what it.
Shit, they moving the crack now from what the word around town is. So I want look, they move. I told you they moved the crack. They done got over that real quick and
I
then
can't
moved
see
to the.
another crack epidemic come through like the one in the 80s. Oh
See,
gosh.
if y'all out there advocating and talking to these kids, you see some of them tweaked out. But make sure you send that link out to everybody and everything while we talking.
Yeah.
But no, like I said, back to the comedy though. I want people to just focus on packing uh those smaller venues, any space that you get. But I'm all for shooting for the stars. I'm all for um scoring any venue. But in this era where everybody's so short span, I want people to work on their fan base. Josh said that he's on Facebook, and I was about to call him Dicky Head Ass. Uh, I forgot his goddamn name. Um, Help me out.
LA
Not
Charles
Dicky Head Ass.
first,
No, not Dicky Head Ass, but his real
Damien
name.
Stevens.
Yeah, you had to say that. You could have just said Damien was cool. Damien was enough. But nah, they're commenting from Facebook, so it is streaming. And I'm connected to Facebook, so I know that the connection thing is working. So just get that link out whenever you can. You don't know who's gonna join today. What you talking about for Monday Madness? I got some Monday Madness shit too. Actually, this is my first time having a personal Monday Madness, but I got something to add to it somewhere down the line.
Okay, well, let's talk about it because I want to wait till my other comedians get here because something existed and I didn't even know what it was, and I was like, well, damn, and and I'm gonna definitely talk about this on Monday Madness because we need to stop what we doing. We really do. I tell you.
In terms of what you ain't got to get all into the subject, but in terms of what
A community, how we tear each other down. We keep saying, "Oh, we're doing this, we're doing that," and then you steady picking apart, picking at the carcass. Come on now. We
But
need to work better
that's
and do
picking at
better.
the carcass being a reference to what the game, like picking at the game, like being people what
The carcass is picking at people and everything. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you um what it is. I'll tell you once
people
I
start
get the
rolling in.
other comedians in it, so then you
Yeah,
could tell, and then we could bounce it around and talk amongst each other because you got to
right.
have something else better to do with your time than tear other people down.
Why? Okay, well I'm excited to hear about it. See what we're talking about.
Now you said that you upset. What's going on?
Well, I'm not necessarily upset. It's a learning lesson. Uh, I learned, and I posted that earlier today for real. I posted uh that when you do something for somebody, make sure that you negotiate what you're getting paid. Sometimes my like I guess niceness or sincerity, when doing something for somebody, I'm not really if I'm helping you, because I'm on a certain level of rapport with somebody, I'm not going to be asking you on the way there or before I even touched anything or help with anything if You know, how much you gonna pay me? How much you gonna give me? Because there's too many people that do that and they say that they're helping. So for me to have helped clean up a frame, I ain't gonna get all detailed because uh, a lot of people do be watching my little stuff. So I ain't gonna say too much on the live, but I did clean up somebody's living space. And it was a wreck. And for me to take it from what it was when I walked in to what it was when I left out, and for you to, and I, you know, I said, well, because I kind of use the bread or whatever for some stuff I need to do. I was like, you know, I would like to just get paid by the room, and you know, so when I, you know, complete this project or complete that or whatever, then you know, because I know how our people do when it comes to paying somebody for their work. Because when it gets time to pay them, that's when, you know, that's when it's something, you know, something happened or something went left and they ain't got all of it. They gonna get it to you or whatever, whatever. But the person gave me $30, and I was there for like 4 hours, and I did a bang up job. You know, I used to be a person that would go to your house and clean your house. You know, so I know what you know. So it wasn't no, you know, I cared about what I was doing. Is my point. So for them to turn around and give me, you know, $30 for that, I'm not trying to bust nobody's head if I'm helping you out, but this is something that you couldn't get people that live with you to help you do.
Mm.
So yeah, so it's just a learning lesson, you know, just not to stick my head out there too much and understand what I'm getting out of the deal. It seems like I got to do that now, because of that situation, but that was yesterday. So that was my little spill. It wasn't nothing I'm taking home with me and nothing like that. I'm not gonna wake up mad about it, but I definitely set the tone this morning by sending the text message, letting it be known that I'm not gonna accept that I put in too much effort. Your shit looks bomb. Like you now can invite people over your house if you want to, you know, and be happy about it. But you're not gonna get that out of me if you can't get it out of any people that are closer to you than I am. And then give me 30. I'm not a crackhead. You're not gonna give me $30, you know. And I've already said enough on the live for real. But I don't think the person, you know, be on my Facebook or nothing like that. But yeah, it was fucked up.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Yes. Oh, David Green. Is that David Green? Pop pop. The field page and hey y'all.
What's up? What's up, family? Happy Monday.
Good morning, y'all.
Good
Good
Good morning,
morning.
morning.
y'all.
Good
What's
morning.
up?
Charles Wills, Miss Rita. I see
Hey,
people
Miss
coming in the
Rita.
comments and stuff too. It's a couple people. Charles Wells probably. I don't know. It's not an E
It's
in it, but
Slicky.
Charles Wells.
So Slicky
Okay.
us
Oh, okay.
on Facebook.
My bad. I'm calling
How
out the government, Slicky. My bad.
see. So Trey, you right. You was there 4 hours and you helped somebody to do they shiznit and all they gave you was it was on a low caliber pay, but could let me ask you this. Could they afford to pay you more, you think? Or that was all they had?
In that big ass house. Um, yeah. I mean, you can't look at nobody. I never look at somebody and be like, oh, 'cause they got this kind of car, or they got an AMG, or they got this, or they got that, or whatever. That
I don't
they
even know what
have
the AMG
a certain amount of
is.
money. It's a Mercedes.
Oh,
But you know, because they have certain cars or whatever, or because things look a certain way, you can be broke as fuck. But at the same time, like I said, you need me to do something that people that are in your immediate circle aren't willing to do. So that right there is enough to try to offer somebody a certain amount. I didn't. It wasn't no light, just vacuum, sweep, wipe some stuff down. This is getting that living space suitable to even have guests want to sit the fuck down. Is really what it is, honestly. Because I know the person, uh, and I have a lot of respect for her, is why I did it. But it's just a learning lesson, really. I guess now, like I said, I gotta make sure I know what I'm getting paid before I do it. I don't have that mindset because if I fuck with you and you know I'm doing something that but
that's like tipping.
it's not gonna stop
You get
nothing. But it's
look,
a
you
learning
gave
lesson.
good service. I would have tipped you if I said that we agreed to do like what $30 a room, $50 a room. and you did a bang up job, that's where the tip come in. That's the when you go above and extra, that makes me. Everybody ain't like me. I would want to help more. Be like, oh damn, you did this. Thank you. Show your appreciation. That's the But a lot of people
I realize
are
that
not.
everybody. I realize that everybody not like me either because I definitely one of the people when I shampoo your carpet or do some type of service or whatever. I definitely have before and after pictures and videos. So if I was shady, I definitely would send it to Molly and have them show the before and after.
Oh,
Like I said,
damn.
it's not a casual cleanup. It wasn't no light shit. Don't get me wrong, because liability. Because you're not gonna say,
Right.
"Oh, I shampooed your
Yeah.
carpet and I left a stain." Or I left no, the fuck I did not. And this timestamp. But it's my kindness that because it's somebody, it's a friend of mine's mom. I'll say that much. And I know, like, she got some things going on. I know a lot more than everybody around her would know about certain personal things. So that was enough for me to just be like, I help you out. But helping you out is helping you out. And transforming your living space is transforming your living space.
She
Yeah,
paid
but
you
there's a
like you
difference
was
I'm
a
between
just gonna,
helping out
I'm
crackhead.
just gonna leave it like
and
that.
getting taken advantage of.
Right. She paid you
Yeah,
like you was a crackhead. That was crackhead prices. Oh, he on that
yeah.
boost.
I don't smoke no
Give him
crack.
give him that little bit, but he on that boost.
$30 don't get me no kind of weed, not no good weed. So I don't know if you think I'm
Damn,
working
how
for
much is
weed
weed
or
now?
what you think
Yeah,
I'm
for
God
working
damn,
crack.
for.
how much is weed now? Shit. $30
Well,
don't get you
well,
no
they got
weed.
they
Shit.
it,
That's
it don't get you
disturbing.
no weed. $30
Damn.
get you a KD, which is a 3.5,
Okay,
but
if you say so, but
that's a couple
goddamn,
days, but that ain't shit.
price of weed don't went
Yeah,
way
but
up
they
then.
don't get you.
Trey,
Goddamn,
what
$30.
all
Yeah. After
work did
them,
you do? Did you do
huh?
like deep cleaning or because what I mean, I dealt with
Yeah,
people,
like down
that
to
was in
moving
like the
furniture. Like
cleaning
I
business,
completely.
and
Oh, go ahead. My
you should
bad.
at least got 50.
Uh-huh.
And if you deep clean and all that, that's like 100, 200 right there.
Well, I know when I was working for the company that I was working for, I was out there. It was a company called Handy, so they provided like painters, carpenters, electricians. So it's something that you apply for, and you can whatever, whatever. I was on when I lived in Alexandria. I was getting on the train and had my bag with my to go vacuum my little method products, all my shit in it, and I was cleaning like condos and shit like that. I was getting paid good, but that was $28 an hour. So
Right.
you know, so we're not, the last thing I would do is compare what I'm doing in a professional setting for a company for somebody that I fuck with and somebody that I know. So I wasn't, because of my mindset of going in wasn't monetary, doesn't mean that you lowball me because, like she said, I'm not a crackhead. That's not no light work. I moved the furniture out the way, broke that Christmas tree down, old shit that I'm
God
handing to
damn.
you, and you talking about some.
God damn.
Yeah, you talking about some. Oh,
It's Christmas
you,
time again. You done let
you
the
talking
kids.
about that shit ain't even got no fucking stand on it. That shit's sitting up in the corner. I ain't gonna talk too much shit about it because I'm trying to keep it, but it's Monday Madness and I'm feeling a little way about that shit. But I transformed that joint. When you see them home makeover joints and they got somebody that's damn near a hoarder, really is a hoarder, and you clean it up and you make it like you want to
Yep.
actually sit down, the space is actually inviting now. So moving the furniture, vacuuming. I've already shampooed them carpets in my time before, but
Remind me not to invite you to my
vacuuming them,
house.
yeah. Fuck no, not if it's not if it's anything like that. Fuck no, fuck no, not to clean.
I'm living like a bachelor.
Yeah. But you ain't asking motherfuckers to clean it either, though.
I ain't asking nobody
It
to
don't
clean
matter
it. I'm
what your
good.
house is like. That's your house. That's
Yeah,
your space. But
that's it.
but fuck no,
That's it.
I would never do that again. I asked my
Hey,
aunt for
hey,
her. I asked a couple people for their opinion because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't in the wrong. Because I do like to
Right.
check and make sure first before I say anything. But I
Yeah.
definitely set the tone this morning and said, "I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
I can't accept. I can't accept nothing that low." That was
Right.
4 hours
Yeah.
of sorting, and I'm handing you shit you haven't seen in years, and it's only right here. It ain't under a
right.
whole bunch of shit, but it's only right here. You ain't seen this in years. Like, so, no,
God
I'm
damn.
good. You know, not mad because I'm good, but it's just a learning lesson. Just a learning
Hey,
lesson.
Hey Trey, I somewhat feel you. When I was younger, I had a older neighbor named Miss Genevieve, and she would always come over and I
Yeah.
mean not come over, but ask me to come over and help her,
Yeah.
straighten up and different things like that or whatever. And
Right.
I mean, and her place was nasty. Her place was nasty. But me being brought up in the church and now this is this, and I'll be like, oh yeah, let me help whatever. And she want to sit there and give me like $5 and stuff like that or whatever like that and
Man.
all. And it was so nasty, like she wanted me to get decorations and stuff and all. It was roaches decorating the trees and stuff and all, So yeah,
God damn.
it was
That's a violation.
The roaches was
Yeah.
yeah. So
that was good, David. That was good. Oh wow.
I won't show her her house in that condition, but I'll send some pictures to Molly of them fresh ass carpets when I got her shit right. I'll send that in, but I'm not gonna expose this person or whatever.
Because they might
Because I don't
recognize
have that
the house.
mindset.
Oh, no.
Well, I don't care. I don't care if you do or you don't because this is live, so I know what I'm doing on the live. Because I would have just kept all this, but it's the principle.
Some stuff
So
need
I
to
don't
be
care
out.
about that. Yeah.
Like I was upset that somebody brought this to my attention. I didn't know. I just found out that they have a group called the Ugliest Flyer going around where they crap on your shows. And some people be like, oh, I hope they got an ugly, put it like this, they talking shit about your flyer for the show.
Right.
And I hope that's not a direct reflection on the comics. It was saying like some stuff like that, and I hope the flyer's crap because you're actually paying your comics. Then somebody else will chime in. I doubt it,
But I done seen some fucked up flyers. I ain't gonna lie. I done seen some fucked
Man,
up
I seen
flyers.
some raggedy ass
But
motherfuckers.
The nigga like,
it was
Oh my
sitting
god.
around talking about the people flyer. A lot of times we don't have a lot of times when you're doing a lot of shows, sometimes they don't have the person to pay to do the flyer. They don't have that, even though they do the
that
$5.
still don't change as a fucked up flyer. I mean, I'm good with it. I ain't knocking nobody's shit, but it's still funny to the motherfucker. I'm like, what the shit is this?
If you want a fucked up flyer, does that mean the show that you gonna get is fucked up?
Nope, not at all.
Nope,
Not
nope.
at all.
But
It's just something to laugh.
terrible
It's
representation.
just something to laugh about.
yeah.
Okay.
Terrible
Great
representation,
Great
though.
spell. Great spell. Great
Because
spell.
it'll
It's
like,
just
It's
something
goddamn,
to
if you
laugh
can't do the
about.
flyer,
Because they
if you
would,
can't do the
like,
flyer right, then damn.
the comedians is crappy. So okay, so but like, but
It don't
still,
mean the comedian crap, but the promoter crappy.
Yeah, right. That's their job. You got to address the person's job it is to get that specific thing done, and then
is
you
that
tag
why
that
we
person.
don't get more butts and seats because the way the
Now,
flyer look?
now, is that what y'all
Nah, it
talking
ain't.
about?
Nah,
Y'all
that's not
talking
it.
about my flyers?
Lee,
Damn, do you
Lee,
feel like your flyer's fucked up?
Lee, fall down, Lee. Just fall down. You all right?
I didn't look. I didn't even know they had a
You
group
silly.
for messed up flyers. Did y'all know that? Did you know
Nah,
that?
I didn't know that.
Nah.
Yeah, and they
nah,
got
but
yes, I knew. They got the ugly sweater t-shirt, sweater shirt. You know damn well a flyer don't stand a chance.
do they got a fucked up show group?
Ugly flyer.
Do they got the
Yeah,
most
they got
fucked up show group?
they
Look,
got
look,
yeah.
my show for the 23rd is in that flyer. For messed up
Uh,
Okay.
That's why somebody said something. They were, hey, you
What?
have a fly group.
What?
I'm
Oh
like,
damn.
Oh damn.
no.
See,
But why?
Hey, I'm gonna hit y'all back at running the doctor's office. I hit y'all back later on.
No problem.
Definitely, you better
I
too,
got a
Phil.
question for Lee and Reese. Then, so is it a
The funny
forum?
man
Is it a group or on Facebook or something? Like
there's a
what
group
is
on
it?
Facebook, yeah, and they talk about the flyers. It's a group, and I was like, if God got a group to talk about everybody, why she got a group to help everybody?
no, but
Right.
that's what they do.
That's what
See,
people do.
everybody
That's
got to
yeah,
talk down on each other
yeah,
to make each other seem better. See,
Even
they
if
better.
it's a flyer.
even if
Yeah.
it's just a flyer, that's their content is to ridicule someone else. The thing is, they don't know one person that's on their flyer. They may know one person's joke, but it's not about this. About whoever designed the flyer. Because they wanted the comics designed it. That shit would be funny. They don't even take account of the talent that they're ridiculing. You know, it's supposed to be a comedy show. So if I make a fucked up flyer, I mean that's a funny motherfucking show. They don't. Everything is just
But
negative.
is that what it means? Because they was like, I hope the comedy is funny. I
Yeah,
hope
that's what I'm saying.
it was talent. And somebody said, I doubt it. So what do you when you throw something like I doubt it, I did. So you said the comedy fucked up too because the flyer fucked up too.
That's what they're saying.
It
That's
looked
what
like what you.
whoever said it. It's like you write a name down, and that name is fucked up. That means the person's fucked up. That's what they're basically saying. They put you in one damn box. Now I don't know why a person would do it. People just, I mean, hurt. In the words of Mr. Tony Woods, hurt people hurt people.
But I mean,
Right.
this is my thing. If they took as much time as effort and tearing down, we could be promoting each other's shows. We could be promoting like whatever somebody got something going on or the morning, but we talk about it. The time that you take to say this comedian is fucked up or whatever, you can say, hey, they got a show, share it and share it. You can share some bad, some negative press, but they
guess
refuse
what?
to share anything good.
Wait a minute, David. Damien, wait a minute, brother. We having a
I haven't said shit yet, man. Go ahead.
I'm glad you didn't say shit yet. But however, it's like they are even negative promotion or talk is publicity. You take it and you utilize it well. You change the game on them. What you do is you go out there, y'all get together as a team. All of y'all get together that's on that flyer and take a big ass picture and say, this is how it looks. You know, this is what it is. Ugly flyer and all. Come and check us out. Or you could use that as a promotion stick, you know? All that free publicity is free publicity. How it comes. If you don't believe,
double down on that content.
That's right. If you believe what they said, come to the show. We got an
posting
ugly
more,
flyer,
though,
but we
man.
got some talented ass people. You can create a hook for that.
Hit them
I mean,
with more shit because they talking shit.
That's
Like-
why I'm talking about it on the Morning Back Show today. Y'all, it's an ugly flyer, but the comedians is hilarious. I know because I'm on the damn show. So, yeah, and I know people always talk about people got talent, people got talent, people got talent. I know I'm a funny bitch. So come on out and get some of this funny and do something good for your life. You'll be laughing so much you ain't even gonna worry about how fucked up the flyer is. How about that?
It sucks that the flyer thing matters. I'm a bad. Go ahead, Lee.
No, I'm just saying, you know, people like this. People like to.
I didn't know.
They enhance. They are happy when other people fail. We live off negativity. We thrive for negativity. But you gotta change your mindset and take that negative stuff and turn it into some positive stuff. You know,
If they talking about you, at least they talking.
Yeah, let them keep talking. Let them keep talking. But guess what? We might have the ugliest motherfucker. Out of words of Whoopi Goldberg, I might be black, might be ugly, but dear God, I'm here. And guess what? This show is going to be funny as fuck. Same thing.
November 23rd. November 23rd. And I was like, wow.
And she wasn't lying about either one.
You know, take Whoopi Goldberg is a beautiful person.
Someone before about it, and the guy thought I was going to beat him up. Josh said I approached someone before, and the guy thought he was going to beat him up.
About a flyer?
Yeah, Slicky said all you need to do is let people be. Just leave people alone. Yeah, we're not the same. That part. They're not like us.
They're not like us. Ain't that the truth?
But I would. It sucks that the flyer thing even matters, but
I didn't even know
the promoter is a representation of whatever venue they're working with. So the owner picking that person, whoever's in charge of picking that person, I would hope would have seen their previous work. I mean, it's only a flyer, so I think because of how simple it is to make a flyer. You know how many apps you can make a flyer on and all that stuff. The minimal work makes it look like everything else is going to be minimal. So if all I'm seeing is not a clip of someone's act, not a performance, not the inside of the venue, not a party, not nothing like that. If all I'm seeing is that, it shouldn't be enough to deter somebody, especially if you know that person and you want to support. But if you don't know the person, it can be a deterrent to a degree. I feel like because everybody got moving graphics and stuff now on flyers and music attached and stuff. So now
Molly,
I
put my
think
flyer up there. Put the flyer up there on the 23rd. That's the flyer that was in the group.
the
Let's
Section
take
8
a look
comedy
at it.
flyer.
And if you didn't know nobody, or if you didn't know none of the comedians, and you saw this flyer, would you go to the show? Let's look at
This the Section 8 comedy joint on the 23rd. I remember that. I remember the flyer.
it. Is it up?
No, it's not up yet.
Oh,
We gotta
okay.
get that monitor together so you can get you a large screen.
I'm gonna switch it around because
And what's wrong with that flyer?
Nothing. Nothing's wrong with
I've seen flyers with 99 people on them. I've had flyers with 10 people on them, and it wasn't enough room for everybody. That should have been a violation right there, but it still looked all right. I've seen worse
Yeah,
flyers. That is not a bad flyer.
Nope, not at all.
Yeah, that's not a bad flyer.
What David called a feet, where his feet go.
You look at that.
What people look at where her legs at. Ray Diva, she got half.
I wasn't gonna say that, but
Now how Reese
you
is,
know, I
that's
wasn't gonna say that
because it leans right into the next level. You can't see where they cut off, but her
But
arm is cut off. Reese arm, half of it's gone. A lot of people look at these things because flyers normally cost a lot more, but this is a cheap flyer or somebody did it themselves. I would know that, but this good
okay.
enough for me. I think this is good enough to sell some $30 tickets. But if somebody do look at this and they want critique, there's a lot to critique about this flyer.
Understood. But who's paying for it? Are they paying for it?
Yeah, most
No,
people.
they are
The
not
event, the flyer most time tell you how classy the event gonna be. Most people can look at a flyer and tell like, oh, this joint gonna be cheap. Like I ain't fucking with this joint. That's how some people look at it. But when you know the people that's on the flyer, it don't matter. You like, I know these people funny.
Yeah, if you know them, you support, and you going anyway. Yeah, if you know
Yeah,
them, you
but
support.
you
You
said
support
for
the one on
somebody
the
who
flyer.
don't know nobody on the
right.
call,
If
That's what I was
you
saying.
didn't know,
Yeah, if you don't know
yeah,
nobody.
they think that this something thrown together real fast. They not gonna invest too much in the flyer. We know they invest too much in the event.
That's
Yeah,
not true.
that's what
Maybe they
it
just
is.
done a low.
Hey,
Yeah,
That's
Molly,
what
say
it
that
is.
again,
That's
Molly.
just how people perceive it. That's just
that's
how
Say that
people
how
again,
perceive
people
it.
Molly.
perceive
That's
us.
all.
So the
Because
the
it
ha
looks.
is the people that put all this money in the flyers, and the show be looking like they're at the bottom.
yes, sir.
They coming in
Molly,
there
is that your
and they
lemonade
heels
on
and stuff, knowing they need to be dressed up in tennis shoes, but because they got a jazzy flyer, that
We'll
gives
talk
them the
about that
illusion
for
of this is
some
going to be an upper class space, right? So you
Exactly.
saying that
That's the
this
illusion.
look like
Josh has a comment whenever you get a second.
Mm-hmm.
I just
yeah.
want to
I'm
keep
just
up with
trying
it
to
instead of like trying to read them. Oh,
internalize.
I know. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep up with them so I don't have to like look at a list of them try to catch up. Josh said they were talking more about the venue than the flyer. He said I don't play when it comes to the comedians. I book or the venue that has given me a chance to perform there. So I guess he's making sure he said I'm sure that they said it's a Section 8 flyer as well and also $30. Good lord. Oh, oh.
But David be
Well,
doing that's the name of his comedy group,
as
Section
the
8
OG
Comedy.
once. Oh, my bad. I'm not cutting you off. My bad. I was just reading the other comment that came up.
Dave Carter
Keenan
is
said, as the
hilarious.
OG once told me, if the person or people ain't fuck with you, feeding or feeding fucking with you or feeding you, let them talk. When you rich, they talk. If you poor, they talk. Yeah, that's true. People are gonna say stuff regardless. I think the representation of a brand, because if you're just a regular person, you're a regular person. But if you're a brand, you're a brand. So I still feel like you can um make everything top tier. It doesn't matter if like whether it's a smaller venue or smaller space. I think you can always put because there's a lot of free software. I have software to make flyers and stuff. I used to do it for my own
Right.
platform, and it's not an excuse honestly. It's not terrible. It's not nothing's wrong personally with the flyer, but if we're asking about what something looks like to a viewer, like for me, I know you. I don't know Ray Diva. I don't know David Carter. I don't know nobody else. But yeah, it's not a bad flyer. But if people that know about editing and stuff like that, and pictures and photos and stuff, we will, I guess, critique it. Anybody that fuck with you should be willing to support. I'm always standing on that part. Anybody who knows you, like, should be willing to support.
Dang about to blow up over there. What you guys say, Dang?
Well, in the thousands of shows that I've produced with flyers and no flyers, I've never relied on a flyer to put asses in the seats. What I rely on is because it's my show, my comedians, it's my responsibility as a producer. I just put my boots on the ground and I hit every fucking business within 10 miles of that place. Okay. The flyer doesn't sell it. It's the story that sells it. You're going to see the best fucking comedians in the country and it's going to be on the cheap. Come on down. Okay. And so, I mean, I've never totally relied on flyers, even though I paid Brenda to make my flyers. She makes some banging ass flyers. I'm pretty sure Molly can make some banging ass flyers. I'm pretty sure everyone on the panel can probably make some banging ass flyers. But the point is that I don't rely on the flyer. I rely on my ability to put asses in the seats because that's the only thing a fucking comedian wants when he gets up behind that mic. You don't want to get up there and there's 4 people, which is okay.
Yeah.
That shit happens. But you want to make sure that whatever your venue is, whatever your seating capacity is, you want to make sure it's standing room fucking only.
Yeah.
And it's a nice place. And here's the ha-ha. They complained that the $30 was too much. The price. So how you going to say it's a cheap looking flyer, but the price is too much?
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, the show that me and Jeremiah did, you saw it on the flyer, $19.95 for dinner and a free show. Well, that's what and I never charge admission for any of my shows ever.
Now, my question would be: is the demand really there? And is the environment is it jam packed? Is it casual laughter? No. I'm talking about. Oh my bad. I was talking about what Reese was talking about with the people complaining about the $30. I mean, you should that's the people I was talking about also that go out that don't have a lot of money to spend, so they're already going out with a negative mindset. Those are those type of people usually anyway. But is the venue itself, is it jam packed? Is it really like a show like that? Like that's like laughing, you laughing all the way through, or is it just like you?
Hey, Trey, I can answer that, and I'm going to tell you guys why I've never charged it.
Let me hear how you never been there. Let me how you gonna answer that, dang.
How you gonna answer that?
Go ahead.
Because
you never been.
Dang might know the secret.
Okay, now the reason, and I've gone from Casper, Wyoming to Yuma, Arizona to Baltimore to Florida. I mean, I've been doing this. I've been in the game for a minute. I got some skin in the game. The reason why I don't charge admission to any of my shows is because I want the asses in the seats. And then when I have the asses in the seats, because I'm the founder of Comedy for the Cure, then I sell raffle tickets once I've got them in there. I don't sell them ahead of time. I mean, I sell a lot of shirts ahead of time, and that's the way I get paid as a producer to advertise. But I never charge admission to any of my shows because I want people to feel like, yes, oh my God, I get to go see comedy for free. And then once they're in their seats, then I get in their pocket.
Now, can I ask a question, if you don't mind? Do you have, not that you have to, but do you have anything that you can, show us towards the end, how we, play videos we want to submit and all that? Can you show us the result of that? Because I'm listening, but when I scroll, I haven't really looked around too deeply, but do you have anything that you can show us that just shows the result of you,
I think it's wonderful seeing all the flyers. And because I can't be at every show, I don't know what the results are. But I can tell you this, I can promote a show without a flyer, period. I don't need a flyer to promote a show. My job is to put asses in the seat.
Yeah.
So you don't hang out at the venue.
I'm promoting my brand, Comedy for the Cure. I'm promoting whatever.
So you don't hang. you don't hang out at the venue spot. You like get it packed and then you get yours and
No,
go,
what I
or how does it? 'Cause
okay, that's a valid question, Trey, and I'm gonna give you the answer. What I do is, all right. So, for example, this is the next contract I have, and that's for Robin's Nest Bar and Grill in Aurora, Missouri. What I will do is I know that that venue is invested because they have to pay me to show up. I'm not doing a show for free from the host. The host has got to make sure I got money, and I usually charge about $500. All right, so as soon as I've got that contract signed, what I do is I'll get the flyers made up. I'll probably outsource it to like Molly or Brent or whatever, and I'll go out and I'll print 200 flyers. Usually cost me about $80, color, and then I go 10 miles from that venue to every fucking business and every RV park.
So my new question would be, what do you suggest to comedians in a different position, because you have a certain position that other people don't have? You just said that you had monetary gain. Really, hold on. Real quick.
What position do you think I have? What position do you think I have?
Okay, so you're a comedian, right?
Yes.
Okay, and you do make monetary gain regardless whether those asses are in the seat, like you just was saying, right?
Correct, because I sell.
Boom. That's it. That's right. Boom. That's already it. So my question is, what do you say to the comedians that are in a different position that might not have merchandise to sell? They might not be selling, certain things or whatever. However, you get your monetary gain, regardless whether they're asses in the seats of the venue or not, you are Damien. You're getting paid. So what do you suggest to those trying to make monetary gain with getting asses in the seats? What is your answer for that? That's the problem.
That's a good fucking question, Trey, and I appreciate and respect that question. My answer to that would be this. If you got to go borrow money from your grandma, whatever, here's what changes when you are producing your brand, the Green brand, the Althea brand, the Molly brand, the Trey brand. When you make an investment in those flyers are gold. So you have to make sure that they're that within 2 weeks of the show, you need to make sure that you, regardless of your circumstances, get those 200 flyers and don't just pass them out like they're lottery tickets, because what you want to do is make people engaged. We're doing a comedy show. What's it for? Let me tell you what it's for. Okay.
I'll give you that.
And you go within 10 miles of that venue, you hit every other business around it, and you take your Scotch tape, you put your flyers up, and then because I've got these 3 principles: be authentic, don't worry about the outcome, and just do the work. I never worry about the outcome because I know I did the work. Going face to face to face. Almost 90% of the people that are in my audiences, I've met them one time and told them to show up. Now, out of those 60 people or 70 people that are in the audience, I probably talked to 700 in 2 weeks. That's how you get it done.
Okay.
And I'm not talking Facebook or Instagram or any of that shit. I'm talking about boots on the ground. You walk around, you sell your product, and your product is comedy. You sell it.
So the comedians on here feel like they're surrounding themselves with people that put boots on the ground to fill those venue spaces.
No.
Okay. And make that.
I will tell you.
No. I'm asking the other people, because we were talking, so I'm trying to kind of open that conversation up to everybody else. So it's not just.
What I will tell you this: if I hire any comedian on this panel, there's one thing that I will guarantee them: they will have an audience. Regardless of the flyer, what it looks like, who criticizes it, none of that shit matters to me.
That's cool. You let us know that you're making bread and you packing your audiences and stuff as you should. That's what's up. I'm all for that. But I'm asking, like, Reese and David and Lee, not still on here, but if they're around people that are putting boots on the ground when it comes to these venue spots. Because it's obvious that certain people aren't getting turnouts that they think they should get, and they probably deserve, but a lot of people aren't getting turnouts that they think they should get. So do y'all think y'all around people that are putting boots on the ground to get it done? Because what did Josh say, Molly? That comment about the $30.
I can't
He
see
said,
paying
"Go ahead."
$30 for comedians. I have never seen $10, maybe 15 here. I don't know how the money situation is where you are. He said another one. If he doesn't need a flyer, why is he paying Brandon to do him? Slicky Side back on Facebook. I guess he's suspended on YouTube. It varies for prices right now as we speak. Widen Out Comedians is to Baltimore. Those tickets are from 107 to 127. Yep.
Yeah. Well, do y'all feel like y'all around people that's putting boots to the ground to fill these venue spots?
Well, yeah, Martinis is a nice spot. The food is good. The ambiance is nice. The setup is nice. They have 2 rooms. They have the big room where we're going to be in that hold 100 people. Dave Carter shows, Section 8 comedy shows are usually sold out. And then they have the other room where the bands and stuff go play. Y'all seen it when I don't know if y'all remember when I did the web series that they were shooting down at Martinis in White Plains. It's cute, and not only that, the food is good and the drinks are good. It's a nice ambiance, and when people come out, the white and black people come. It's a mix. It's a mixed crowd, and they come out there because that's a White Plains down there in St. Charles. So they come out to have a good time and laugh because they do it only once a month, you know, when they do their show. So yeah. And Dave Carter, anything Dave Carter and Kiki touch, they do a really good job. It's golden. Trey, I thought you've been to a Dave Carter show before. They be like Laughing Lenny and he have our local.
I know about the shows, but I've never been on.
I think I've been to a Dave Carter show.
Hey, is that the same place where Gwen used to do the open mic?
Lee, you know what? You make me mad because you know
I
good
make me
damn
mad.
well.
That make me mad too,
919 is not.
No, I'm talking about martinis. I'm talking about martinis.
Lee, you've been out at the other martinis several times too.
Okay, but when you say martinis, it's like 9 of them.
I said martinis and White Plains. I did not say the one in Fort Washington.
I don't know.
Also, if you're promoting your show, Althea, there's one thing you need to always remember. The person who books your show, whoever the owner is, if they're not as excited and invested as you are in your effort to fill the seats, and they're just thinking you're going to do it and without them doing anything at all, that's the person you need to walk away from and find another venue, because you want to make sure that that business owner is just as excited and he is promoting every fucking swinging dick that comes in there. And that's how you fill it up. If you have a venue owner that thinks that you are just bringing the show and you're going to get the door or you get a percentage of the bar sales, they're expecting you to create a miracle. No, that does not work when you want to pack a room. You want to pick the owner that wants to pack the room, because the owner will get it done with you. And you have to have that teamwork, that synergy, the venue and the show.
This is not my show or production. I'm just hired help. I'm just comedians.
Oh, so why? So
yeah, he's absolutely right. I've had to deal with that already.
And yes, if I hire anyone on this panel, yes, you are hired help. But I, as a producer, will make sure that you have what you want most. Lots of people in the audience.
That's what matters.
Staring at you, laughing at you.
That's my job to get my support and my followers to come and check me out. Hey, see, come look at me. And if you're not a fan of mine, hopefully after I finish performing, you will be.
David Carter, he sells out all of his shows, and he do a lot of charity too. I'm gonna definitely check out some of his content. No, I said this is David Carter. It was a comment that I was reading. I'm gonna check out his content or whatever. Because I do like seeing packed out venues and stuff. I know it might be disappointing when it shit doesn't come out exactly how you
y'all remember last year? It was last year in November. I did the big show at the Arlington Draft House, and we sold out.
Yep,
they sold the Arlington Draft. That Laughing Lenny. It was
I don't
just,
remember
and it was
specifically.
just, and
You
Laughing
got it
Lenny
on.
was the host, and it was just me and Dave. Me and
Can
Dave
you pull it?
Carter.
Can you get it pulled up like sometime during the show? Because I don't know what specifically which one that is.
That was when you was in that red Florence Nightingale dress.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, I never wore a dress. You
All
might
this
have
in Draft House.
wore suits and I wore dresses, but
I wore
I'll tell you.
Drake. I've probably worn more dresses than you have this year.
The last, Lee, the last dress I wore, I look like Marge Simpson with a drug problem with a boner.
You look like.
I should have put on
And I'm
underwear.
gonna show you the flyer.
Joanna Man.
Right, you look like that without it.
Yeah, Joanna Man.
Molly, I'm gonna send it to you because I can show you the
Joanna
flyer
Man.
for that show, and then it ended up being sold out. And that flyer, I don't think had as much jazz as this one.
I remember that joint. Y'all was promoting for like 5 months though, so
Yeah, that's different. That's a lot of that's what's up though. That's for the packed out show.
And the other thing is, I only promote one show at a time. No one's gonna know what my next show is until after my show.
So you got one of your venues that you filmed? You got one of your venues that you filmed?
Sure. You look on my Facebook page. I got a minute of Jeremiah Cotton, who's sleeping in my back bedroom right now. He's all wore out.
Can you send that? Can you send that link to Molly, and maybe we can watch it towards the end? Or,
it's right there. It's right there on my page. It's on my Facebook page, the Dickie Haddox page.
Yeah.
You can find it.
Okay, so I got to share it. But normally you share whatever. But okay.
Yeah, and that was Jeremiah. He was the headliner.
Yeah, but
and he came all the way from
Fort
Myers, Florida, all the way to St. Robert, Missouri.
Man,
so
people live in town. You know, I'm out here. We got 80 different events going on that same day with over 100 some people. Wilding out down here. You know, you got probably Usher down here, Beyonce. So it ain't nothing, Damien. Like your shows down there, anybody can throw a show down there from here. We can do that. But down here is harder. You got everybody you're in competition with. For months.
I agree.
We in DC. We in the city.
I agree.
And exactly,
I agree,
we had like 20 different comedy shows the same time when Martin Lawrence was here from MGM, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what nobody get no play that weekend because everybody got tickets to go see Martin. And it was hard for all the venues. It's like 50 venues competing with each other at the same time. If you look at my show on the 23rd, how many other shows at the same time? It's so much stuff competing at the same time. That's why Lee was supposed to have a show on the 30th, but we got so many other shows at the same time in the same area. Lee was like, I might as well move it to a different date. It's not.
Yeah, that's my 1 year anniversary, and Mr. Oakley is coming in.
This ain't like a nothing to do area. It's just like in New York. Do you know? I found in New York, they don't pay their comedians like they pay them down here because there's a show in New York every 20 minutes. It's like a bus. New York has so many shows.
Josh said, was it $30 as well? He says it seems like the reason why it's
I'll be greedy.
I do know. I realized from last. I realized last night in New York. I promise you, within an hour and a half, there was 3 shows. 6 people, same venue, same portion of the building. And up the street, there was probably 6 shows up there, and they was having a comedy festival up there. So what you doing? I applaud you, but you probably the only one, or maybe the second one. But there is some other comedian venues that's doing comedy up there, but it's farther away from you.
Well, what Damien said, where he is, this is the only one thing. They said they ain't even got a mall where Damien live. So when they hear about a comedy show, hell yeah, they
What do you mean there ain't even a mall? You don't know where I live out there. You can't be talking out the side of your neck like that. I mean, I go 10 minutes, I'm at
I'm
Walmart.
talking about what fit with the reports came back.
But he might. Do you have a mall? I mean, since we mentioned it, do you have a mall in your area?
No,
since we mentioned it.
out of Springfield. We're right in between Kansas City and St. Louis. I mean, we got fucking everything.
No, we said in your area, Joker.
And we got Uranus too. We got Uranus.
But he said she said in your area, do you have that?
It ain't a mall. The kids, the people don't do nothing.
What do you mean the kids don't do nothing?
They said there's no mall. There's no. Look, we already got the reports, and your ass even came on.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Do you think that I stay in a damn cornfield and there's like one house every 5 miles?
Okay, David, how many clubs is there? Because we know that there's not a comedy club there because the young lady said she's going to try to.
What are you talking about? Springfield has one of the biggest comedy clubs. They just got bought out by the Funny Bone called the Blue Room.
We talking about where your ass live.
St. Roberts. We talking St. Roberts.
St. Roberts is in between Springfield and St. Louis.
But in your area, what is it? Before you get to St. Louis and before you get to Springfield, what's in your area?
All my shows.
Exactly. That's what we're getting. Go ahead.
How many hours? How long do it take for you to get to your house to Springfield?
15 minutes.
That's not what you said. You lying. That's not what they said before.
No, I said St. Robert, the venue, not where I live. I have to travel an hour and a half to get to St. Robert from where I live.
You did say that.
So St. Robert. So
I live in Rogersville, which is 15 minutes from downtown Springfield. 15 minutes, it's a suburb. That's where I live.
Which is
Rogersville.
So that's the same equivalent from where I stay at to getting to Waldorf, where all them venue spots be at, because that mall is only about 15 minutes from here.
But his spot is an hour and a half away. It's
from where I live, it's an hour and a half away, and it's an hour and a half from St. Louis. It's right in the middle.
But that's the venue that he's traveling to. So that where he's traveling to, I mean, if he, it doesn't matter if where he's traveling to. If he's traveling, going out there an hour out his way to go to an area that's going to jump, if that's one venue that pops, whether the area is small or not, I don't think it matters.
What I'm saying, that's why he jumps, because it's an area where they don't got a lot of stuff out there.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
If they put an ice skating rink in the middle of it, everybody would be there and the ice would melt.
Yeah.
Well, here I'll give you an example of somewhere that's out of the middle of nowhere. Sturgis, South Dakota. Okay,
you know where Sturgis is.
That area right there is a ghost town, except for 2 weeks, which is Sturgis, and that community makes all their money in 2 weeks. The whole year's paid for.
Sure, no, that's Bikers Week. Sturgis is a big bike week. Those 2 weeks, you talking millions of dollars is spent in Sturgis. That's enough.
No, we're talking right now. We're talking hundreds of millions. If you put it through all the vendors, and all the people that are there. Yeah.
Oh my! It done grew that big.
Okay,
yeah.
The show is going on a different route. I'm okay. But let me get back on topic. Today
we were talking about shitty flyers.
Right. They was talking about and they have a group, a shitty flyer group, and your flyer lands in the group and you get talked about. So I don't know if comedians get talked about or it came to my attention. I didn't even know there was a group like that.
Yeah, they
probably got a group for shitty podcasters or shitty shows, and this show probably be one, because I've heard people talk smack about this show, but I don't care about that. All I'm saying, we always have so much energy when it comes to tearing somebody down. Why don't we exude that same energy and help each other build up something?
I mean, I don't know.
If you don't support your comic community, you're a pariah. You're a virus. You're a bacteria. If you do not support your comic family, whether they are shitty, then you work with them. You help them out. You mentor them. If they're awesome, you don't tell them what the fuck to do, and you just keep booking them because you know what you're going to get as a result. But I like the menagerie of comedians that I've worked with over the past 30 years. And that is all different shapes, sizes, and colors, all different styles. But what matters is what the audience says. At the end of the show, what does the audience say? They had a great time. If they said they had a shitty time, they didn't like you, motherfucker. Damien, you were too fucking loud. You were nasty. You were telling fucking vagina and titty jokes to old fucking ladies. We didn't like you, so we're never going to book you again. I've done that too. But the point is, I need to have the variety as a producer. So I'll give someone a chance who's only been doing comedy for 2 months. And sometimes I won't give someone a chance who's been doing comedy as long as I have. Because sometimes the comedians don't respect the producer and they want to tell the producer what to do. Well, your job is to get behind the fucking mic and do your job. And whatever happens, happens. That's why I never worry about the outcome. I've had great shows over and over again, and I've had shitty shows. And I take the good with the bad. It's the yin and yang of the comedy.
But what I'm saying, negativity goes a long way. I have people talk shit about why you book her. She not funny. She's this. Go to a promoter and tell other promoters about me. Oh, she's just the opener, or she's just this, or she ain't got enough opportunity. But it's like, why would you waste your time again in tearing somebody down?
So if somebody is if somebody is shitty or whatever Damien was saying, if somebody is shitty or they're not funny or whatever, Damien said you're supposed to mentor them. What do you do when I guess you're not in the same profession as somebody? You can't mentor them in that profession that they're in. You can't tell them how to do their job. But what if somebody is not funny?
Okay, so wait a minute. What if they have that one joke that you heard the audience laugh, that one joke that worked, and the rest of their set was shit? What I do is I go back to that one joke, and then I have them write down on a piece of paper their set, and then I go through it like a high school teacher with a red pen. This doesn't work. Here's where you need to put your premise. This is where your delivery should be. This is where you punch. This is your punch line. Okay, what you did is you just fucked up your delivery. So let's work on your delivery and keep your stage presence confident. When you don't hear people laughing, you still have to have confidence and figure out where you're going in your mind with that next punchline, because the only thing that matters is the punch, and they laugh, and then you walk away and wait for them to finish and come back to your next set. That's just me, man.
Reese, can I ask you a question without taking over? It's an open conversation, but can I ask you a question, Reese? So what does it take for, and I'm not in y'all field, I'm the only one on here who's not a comedian for real, besides Molly, I guess. So what does it take for a comedian to pull an audience alone, a traveling audience? It ain't gotta be from state to state. I ain't talking that big, but at least to travel around the city and follow someone to a platform. Because every obviously comedian or anyone with a profession that they're out there like that as a public figure should be establishing their base enough to have people come to the spot that they're going to, regardless of the condition of the environment, what the amount of people that actually go to that environment on outside of that event. What does it take for a comedian to have that?
I have not a clue. I know people have recognized me and say, "Oh, you funny? Or when is your next show?" And you tell people when your next show is, and they still don't show up.
Then they're not a fan.
Okay.
They were just trying to kiss your ass.
I don't know what for, but
no, they had intentions. Shit happens.
Shit happens. There you go, Lee. That's another one.
I mean, you got to realize most of us is human. We got a 4.5 second. Our brain only retains that shit for.
But I don't take nothing personally. I keep going out there and I keep begging it. Would I like to book more shows? Certainly, but I know that they think because of my transportation situation that I can't get to a show if they book me. Not so, because when you book me, I'm making precautions for that to get to that show. If I say okay, that means I've included, I'm getting to the show. That's why I had to say, what's the price of the tea? Is it worth me going? Because I had to hire somebody to take me, and I do pay my help when you go out and help me. If you sell me some T-shirts and books or whatever, I do pay you.
Yes, you do.
I paid for the help, so I can't take a show that I got to go all the way to Aberdeen, Maryland for $100. I got to pay the driver $50, and then I got to pay my help to help me with my, so so you gotta
teamwork makes the dream work. I'm telling you, teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah.
I was just wondering.
If I had a driver, I could do a whole lot more trade. Because that means I can go and do a lot of places, do a lot of other shows on my dime. You know what I mean? Versus getting somebody else, see if they available, if they can take you. I pay you this if you take me here, take me there. If I could see at night, I'd be up and down the coast.
Well, here's
my presence known.
Althea, with what you just said, it's totally valid. But here's the other thing. If you stay committed to your craft and you do show after show after show and stay consistent, that consistency, Lee, is going to tell you pays dividends. Because after a while, what you're going to have is a fan base. And even if they don't show up, they're going to tell their friends, you got to go see Althea's set, man. She pulls back scratchers and ham cheese sandwiches out of her titties. I mean, come on. I mean, you can't write that shit. It's fucking beautiful. But once you establish that, here's the thing that you never will forget. You'll never forget this. You book a show, you're in the show, or you get invited to be what you call the help, the comedian, the feature, the headliner, whatever. At the end of the night, when someone comes and taps you on the shoulder and you had no idea they were in the audience, and they say, "Hey, how much would it cost for you to do a corporate gig?" And then you just give them the price.
She had that offer. She's had that offer for this show to go on TV. But a couple people decided they didn't feel that she was worthy of it because they just got the cussing and all kind of crazy shit. And they nixed on her. Wasn't ready.
Well, hey, you know what? Anytime that happens, Althea, you just jump at the chance, and you have to set your when you set your comic boundaries, you have to let people know, okay, because I can't do clean comedy, right? So if I needed someone who was going to do a clean comedy show, I'd probably hire Phil Strickland. All right.
No, you're missing what you're missing.
If I wanted someone to do dirty comedy, I would hire Lee.
Yeah, but it's also about respect. Like if you know it's
that's what I'm trying. Thank you, David. It's about respect. I mean, Althea was totally. She couldn't tell y'all what she needed from y'all. Y'all are grown ass people, and y'all just totally damn disrespected her. That's why I was so flexed out. But even to her to have to come and pamper y'all, to prep y'all, to tell y'all that she was being looked at, and then y'all turn, not y'all per se.
No, I know you know. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Everybody know who took a part in it. Right now, this show right now should be on a TV set. For real.
It should. This shit should have you rich.
The guy came to her to put this on TV, and they screwed it up for her. Hey, Mr. Cotton, how you doing?
Good morning, ladies.
I don't know nobody pushing out no
what's up, Negro spiritual superhero is here. How y'all doing?
You know what? You in the wrong town with hey, you in the wrong town with that last name, bruh.
I'm in the wrong fucking country. You went fucking my ass up. Everybody for my name be like, thank God they know their place.
Okay, for real, man. Shit. Okay, God damn. Thank you for being civilized.
Good morning, America. Y'all already fucked me up first.
Funny man, you ain't saying shit in a minute. What's going on?
He did. He said respect. He said respect. That's what he said, and that was the biggest word that was said here. The smallest, biggest word.
I'm just listening.
Okay. Thank you, David. Again, Mr. Green Funny Man.
whatever like that. No, you know.
Whatever like
David
that.
had
No.
a show this weekend.
You know.
David, tell the
Jeremiah's
people.
all fucked up because I put beer in my barn.
No.
Jeremiah
Oh.
had a show, and David did too. But David, we was anticipating David's show because it was his first show down there in Cumberland, Maryland, right in his hometown. Chad Beadle put that show together, right? Was it Chad Beadle production?
I thought it was Tariq Higgins. I put the show together, but Chad Beadle was supposed to be the headliner. But he said since most of these people is here for you, I want you to headline. So I end up headlining the show or whatever. And we was in competition with the Tyson fight. So, but it was a good crowd. It was a good crowd and
Hey, but you know what? Hey, Green, I gotta say something to what you just said. So someone have the wherewithal, whoever was running the show said, you know what? I think that you should headline, and I know why. I know why with you, even out knowing. I know why. Because the person said they don't want to follow you. You're that good.
Damien, let the man speak. Go ahead, David.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't about any of that at all. But well, I'll tell you his exact words. His exact words is, "Hey, you know, what I mean, these people here for you. I already got paid." He said,
you don't care. You do 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or hours, as long as you got your money.
That's right.
Yeah, and he said
that was the headliner that came to you and put you as the headliner because the headliner said, "Hey, I already got paid." Right. All of these people came out here to see you. You had what, like 30 people in the audience?
Oh no! It was way more than that.
You had how many people in the audience to see you? See, and that was David's first show down there, but he had all the people waiting to see him. Good, that's a good support system. Family, friends, co-workers. See there, and how many?
Hey, I saw some of the show, David. That was pretty good. Your was that your auntie, your great auntie on your cousin's daddy friend side? She was recording it. What she say? Who she said she was? Who she said she was? She said, that's my nephew cousin from my brother, sister, cousin child. I'm like, what the fuck did you just say?
Yeah, you know how black people do anyway.
Yeah, man, that was funny. I was like,
they had it all weight on you. That's beautiful. See, he had the support of his family, friends, and relatives. See, that's right there. Like Trey said, if they know you, they should be like, I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna support David Green. And guess what? They pay. How much was the tickets, David?
It was 15 if online, 20 at the door.
They paid $20 to come and see David Green. And he had 50 people for him. So look, that's $1,000, David. If they paid that, that's $1,000 to put on.
And at the end, they should have played "We Are Family."
There was like 6 other comedians, whatever. I think I made like 200. I think it was.
Congratulations, man! Congratulations.
Awesome.
200?
Yeah.
But how long was your set? 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sir Erkenberg, my man, he said
I'm trying. We're doing another one. We're doing another one. That was more like the you know, like you said, it was the first show. You know, more like the what's the example or whatever like that. No, but they want us to come back, so we're doing another one on February the 14th, and I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna try to get. I'm not trying to steal your junk, Damien.
Just to let it be known. You know?
I'm not trying to steal your junk, but you know, I'm trying to get the Morning Mac show up here.
All good.
all good. Let
All
us know
right.
how many as you want.
Good, Jeremiah. Tell him.
Oh, let us know, man, when you're trying to get it together. I would love to support, show out, feature, host, security guard, collect the ticket, check the back, change the beer can.
Oh yeah,
Just
definitely.
let me know, man. No family
Definitely.
support.
Yeah, definitely. That's what it's all about. You know what I mean? That's why I traveled
Hey, man,
3.5 hours, you know what I mean, your way, and this is
this
no,
is
you know what I
definitely
mean?
a Morning Mac
all,
family.
like you said, you know what I mean, we always against each other instead of supporting each other. You know what I mean? Nobody's gonna
football player at his event.
y'all just gave me a lift every voice and sing moment.
Okay. Hey.
Lift every voice and sing.
Still Paige.
Oh yeah.
What's up, man?
We was doing it for Two Mac Barbershop on Saturday. Did you see the show?
What were you saying?
I said we was doing it for Two Mac Barbershop on Saturday.
I heard. I haven't seen it yet. How'd it go?
It went fine. David was there. Screaming
David
out.
was there.
Yeah, he got us cut. He screamed out before. You know how Brenda do. Don't talk until you finish. David and Ouija screaming out the answers. And me and Shaquan like, Brenda was happy. Because we would have got all the Two Mac Barbershop. You know, I know. And they tried to you know, I know. And they was like, no, I think it's such. I'm like, no, y'all wrong. The general, you know, I ain't gonna get the show.
Yeah, I know my boy Frank and Renato. They said they called me and said they were on it. They had a really good time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they was.
I accidentally sent them the wrong link. They were supposed to be watching, not joining. But what the hell?
It was fun.
They end up getting the boot first. I said I was glad it was Shaquan to you know what I mean. She was like, hey, since they're not really supposed to be here, won't we just boot them out first? And it was like no Reese. I was like, yes, I was like, no, not them. Locked in.
No, not them locked in. So it was, you know, it was funny. It was fun.
Yeah.
I had to fight my way back in and everything, but you know, I always get out on that same page stuff.
Right.
So it's okay.
Yeah.
I think
how the show go? How did New York thing go last night?
Oh, it was nice. It was nice.
Did you get up?
No, it was full. She was full. But no, she had it blocked out because it was the comedy festival there, and no, she had a full panels. So
right,
and you gonna be there next Saturday, but it's a different show.
Yeah, it's a different show. It's a military show.
Next Sunday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who's hosting the military show?
I forgot the dude's name. I sent you the flyer.
Is it Rob? Because I met the other guys that was there.
I'm not sure what his name is. It's the Combat 360 show.
Okay. Nice. Like, look, I met a couple of people. I met a couple of potential husbands.
She almost got a charge up there. We ain't have bond money.
Oh.
I had straight husbands, gay husbands. I just had husbands.
Oh shit! You talked to Tiffany?
Yeah, I did. I did talk to her. For a second, she was running around doing her thing because they was doing shows back to back to back. I'm like,
yeah.
But it's the comedy. It was the comedy festival week, so that's why I went back to back. We had to clear out another show coming downstairs.
Another show coming there.
Like,
yep. That's how they rock it. Yeah.
No music, all joke.
Yep, all jokes.
Yeah,
Showtime.
yeah, that's how they rock it.
And it's
Do
quick.
it.
They
Let's
go boom,
do
boom,
it.
boom. That's the first show I've been to. The headliner gets 10 minutes. That's because you headlined. I'm like, damn.
Mhm.
They quit. You gotta
Yeah, they do stuff a little differently in New York. Yeah.
a lot different, but it's cool. You know, I'm like, I can flow with this. You can if you catch on. And I did not know so many migrants flow to New York to get their comedy on. People coming from all over the world, Turkey,
Yep.
Mexico, everybody to go come to New York must be the mecca of comedy.
New York and LA.
Because they said if you can make it
I
to
will
New
tell you,
York,
the New York Comedy Club, they have a standard, and the standard is this: if you're doing a showcase, you're only gonna if you are not a named comic, you know, like Pauly Shore or George Carlin or Richard Pryor. If you are not a named comic, you better get up there and do your best fucking five.
Yes, you do. New York Comedy Club don't play. You got to be fired, dude.
You got to be fireproof.
Yeah. They got a laughing meter. They time.
They got a laughing meter. They got
time.
And if you don't respect the light, you will never get on their stage again. If you don't respect the light, you got to know how to wrap it up.
I seen what they got. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, but if you think that the person who gives you the light is fucking with you, you're wrong.
No,
he's got a schedule.
Yeah.
Yep, he got a schedule.
Okay.
But the good thing you can do comedy in New York from sun up to sundown. I've gone up there and I started doing open mics at 10 o'clock in the morning and run them all the way to nighttime. Yeah.
5 minutes at a time.
That sounds like fun.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
You just can't go up there and say you're going to take over because they'll fucking mute your mic.
Yeah, like we're about to do you, David.
Hey, don't think it's never happened to me, motherfucker. I mean, I had to learn. I had to fucking learn that shit. Shit, that was an education. That was an education.
You are fucking done.
No, not mute your mic.
Right.
No, I was so young. I was probably like 20, 21 years old. I was in the military at the time, but I went to this open mic and this is a named club, and it was in Jacksonville. It was the Funny Bone in Jacksonville, actually. And but the guy told me, he goes, I don't care how fucking funny you are. If you don't respect the light, I'll never hire you. And I thought I was all balls and shit. You know, I'm a gangster. I'm the best comedian in this fucking room. My ego is through the fucking roof. Everyone's about to throw up about, you know, just how much swagger I don't have. And so I got up there and he gave me the light and I couldn't remember how much time he said I had after that. And that was 30 seconds. So I thought it was a minute. I went over. God damn it, man. Oh, I was booed by the other comedians. Oh, why'd you let him go over? Because as soon as they muted my mic, I didn't know it was muted. And I'm fucking loud as shit anyway, so I really didn't need the fucking mic.
Yeah. How your show go last night? How your show go Saturday, Damien?
Jeremiah, you tell him.
It was great. Nice packed house. Everyone laughed. Everyone enjoyed themselves.
And now, hold on, wait a minute. I got to, you know that Phil Page, he had the stuffed salmon. What did you have?
Prime rib.
And how fast did you eat it?
It was delicious.
you smelled it down.
Oh, and he was late. He wasn't late for his set, but he was supposed to be there at 6:30. Fuck, man, I got to keep the show rolling on with Ryan Shields. He was okay, but he was a little weak, and everyone was waiting for Jeremiah. And when he showed up, he ate his fucking prime rib, his dinner, and he was ready to rock and roll, and he fucking kicked ass.
Way to go, Jeremiah.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Hey, good job, Jeremiah.
Appreciate it.
David, tell Phil about your success.
Oh, about the show?
About the show.
I thought he already heard. My bad.
Look, and my reader just popped in. The Blue Phoenix Thank you.
Yeah, you didn't read my message I sent you earlier.
I did. Where
Hey,
was
what's up,
the message?
Shaquan?
Was I here?
Those are
That
messages.
is not Shaquan. That's not
I'm
Shaquan.
sorry.
This is not
That's me.
Shaquan.
My bad.
Yeah.
I
What's up,
fucked up
Cena?
What
again.
would you?
Go ahead.
Don't blame
What
that
would?
man. You play black and
What
you
was
know
your
about the
success?
David's success is, since he don't want talent, David was hired as one of their openers. David ended up featuring to go into headliner. The dude, Chad Beadle, told him, these people here to see you. David said he like 50 people in the house for him alone. And they made David the headliner.
That's what's up.
Say David brought the
That's respect
audience.
right there. That's respect.
David brought the audience, and they gave David the
That's
time.
respect.
Because Chad was like, I already got paid. Here's this you know, up there. These your folks, these your people.
Wait a minute. I already got paid, so I'm not paying you shit? Is that what it was? I already got paid. You do it.
No, Chad was the original headliner.
I guess Chad said I already got paid the headliner money, so y'all go ahead. You can go ahead and rock with it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing. He's like, nigga, I already got my paycheck. Nigga,
Right. And I said, David,
you
did
sound
you
like the head
make
manager
sure
at Walmart.
they paid
Like,
you the
nigga,
headliner
I
money?
work.
David
But
was like,
it was like a last minute meeting. You know what I mean? Like he talked to Tariq, and Tariq was like, yeah, that's cool. So
Yeah, it's all good. Congratulations, bro. I know you jumped out there and killed that shit.
I'm gonna
I sure did.
I'll take the extra time.
Hey, Phil, I got a standing ovation. Everybody kept yelling, Joey.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Only if you know Joey is funny. The video where it came from is funny.
Yeah.
Why don't you sing Smooth Operator then, David? Why don't you do that?
Oh, it was last night.
Well, my reader is here. Now, I said Monday, because Trey last week, Trey was like, okay, Mom, when you going to get a chance to do the Shades of Blue? I know you've been talking about it. So, and Louisa Harrell has been gracious enough to say that she will come on and help me get the Shades of Blue saga popped off. She's going to be our reader, because we said we got to need a reader between her and Trey. We're going to get this and Molly, because Molly got the audio part. Molly, did you get the audio that I sent, that free audio thing? I don't know how that works, but I sent it out.
I'll be back.
From ACX. So I never did this before, so I'm not sure how to moderate this. But everybody do have the books, whether it's online or whether it's audio. You got some version of Shades of Blue.
Yeah, I'm gonna get mine from the side.
I got it.
Remember, you have to send the audio thing again, because
I sent it to you.
I know you sent it, and then I tried to I try to work it, and I don't know what happened to it. It's what did it say? It's, remember I told you it said something.
I don't know, because I don't know.
It said this was a one-time promo. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work, and so I tried to back out of it. And then when I tried to re-sign into it, it said I can't re-sign into it because it was a one-time promo.
Phoenix, I know you seen Josh comment.
You're making people read it that day. You gotta read it.
The lovely Blue Phoenix. I don't know if you're around your microphone.
We can go without it.
Okay. Yeah. We can.
My bad, y'all. I was doing something. What'd you say, Trey?
No, I was gonna say I don't know if you seen Josh's comment. You know, he's gonna shout out the lovely Blue Phoenix, LA Josh, whenever he come on the stream. So I want to make sure you caught that. Just that I don't give a fuck.
LA just said David needs some respect on Sauce in the City. What did that mean?
That was back then.
I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, so should I try to bring up the audio or should we read it or how y'all ready to roll it out?
The audio today.
When y'all gonna do that?
Now.
I got put off the audio.
Yeah, I thought we would have talked about like how it's gonna roll.
Oh, how to do it? I was waiting on the Phoenix to come in and read for us.
Oh, okay. Well,
She can read it, then we could talk about a section that she read.
All right.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me pull the book up. 1 second.
We could do it like that, and we could hear Josh could get the geeking off of her melodious sounds, and he can hear her reading, so he could say, "Lovely Phoenix."
Oh my God.
Well, I'm gonna have to catch up with y'all later on. I'm still doing my running around, so I'll pop up with y'all back in a few minutes. All right.
All right, baby.
All
right.
Right.
I will be reading off camera, but I'm going to show the book for those who don't know what the book looks like. The Shades of Blue. Shades of Blue. And
yeah. Oh, I see why. And we was wondering why, not to change the narrative or nothing like that. But the comment said that Brenda owed. Let me go back to it. Brenda be cheating David on some things like the fish sticks. LOL. I don't know what the hell that is, but y'all know. But y'all know what that is. So.
The Saturday, the fish sticks, cheese sticks. It was still gonna get my same vote, and I was like, no, because I don't do neither one.
Right.
Oh, I would have said.
Okay, let me know when you guys are ready.
We're ready.
We're ready.
Okay, so Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning, and this book is dedicated to my beloved grandparents, her beloved grandparents. Thank you for loving me always. Chapter 1, Who Am I? My earliest memory of me as a 3-year-old, holding on to the black railing that ran up the bright yellow wall as I climbed the stairs to my grandparents' room. My granddaddy, Walter Lewis, was my superhero. Growing up, he would be the only man I thought could do no wrong, and he loved me more than life itself. My granddaddy was a truck driver and drove tractor trailers from state to state. Excuse me, y'all. My grandma, Vera Helen Lewis, used to be a domestic servant. After I was born, she became a stay-at-home grandma. She was so giving and caring to me, but no mistakes. She was sweet but stern. Then there was my mom, Patricia. She was the oldest of my grandparents' 4 kids. My mom was a control freak and the real bitchy type. She wanted everybody to do it, when, and how she said it. Being the oldest, my grandparents will always leave her in charge, which is probably when she was an adult when she had me at 14. My mom had 2 younger brothers, Jimmy and Bruce. Jimmy was the elder of the 2 and was named after my granddaddy, James Walter Lewis II. Uncle Jimmy was a Casanova, and he stayed in trouble. I'm sure if he was a Casanova, right? He got whippings almost every day, but was quick to run from fights. He described himself as a lover, not a fighter. Uncle Bruce, on the other hand, was a basic, hard-hitting boy. Playing sports was his favorite pastime. His favorites were football, wrestling, baseball, and basketball. Bruce was nice with his hands too, and he loved to fight. Nobody bothered him either. Honestly, if you saw him, you wouldn't have bothered him either. Bruce was smart too, and thought no one was smarter than him. He was often called a smartass, but I thought that was a good thing. The baby of the family was my mom's only sister, Florence, and she milked it for everything it was worth. Now, Aunt Flo was a brat, and a real pain in the ass. She had a notorious mean streak and was an instigator. She would get my mom and uncles in trouble just to see them get a whooping for GP, general principal. My mom was different. She lived her life out of a Harlequin romance novel. She was boy crazy. At least that's what my grandmother called it. It's funny because my grandmother used to say that my mom was boy crazy, but my aunt was just a fast ass. What's the difference, you ask? Well, you could be boy crazy but not have the skills to secure what you want. When you're a fast ass, you know how to move to get what you want without getting caught up. The difference between my mom and my aunt was my mom chased the boys, but the boys chased my aunt. My mom didn't have the skills my aunt had, and she got caught up. My mom used to babysit for this lady, Julie, who had a 5-year-old son and lived a few houses down from my grandparents. One summer, Julie's brother, Derek Moore, came to stay with her for a while. Everybody called him D. He was 6 feet tall with pecan tan skin, coal black wavy hair, and hazel eyes. He didn't have much in the muscle department, but he had a gorgeous smile and dimples. D was one of the older kids in the neighborhood and was well liked by the younger ones. He was a laid back, chill type of guy with the gift of gab. He thought he was cool, but really, he was the country bammer that talked too much. Anytime you came outside to play kickball in dress shoes, yeah, that's what we call a bammer move right there. It's almost like he didn't know what to wear to go outside and play. He knew good and damn well in the country they went barefoot. When my mom first saw D, she thought he was cute and immediately started crushing on him. He wasn't interested in her, though. He set his sights on another girl in the neighborhood named Alice. She was well liked because she loved to have fun and laughed all the time. Alice had a Coke bottle figure and was 2 years older than my mom. D was smitten by Alice, but my mom was determined to break that up. One day, my mom decided to make a move like she had read in one of her romance novels. She was going to seduce D and make him hers. So she skipped school on a rainy day and went up the street to get what she wanted from him. D just wanted to use his hands and finger bang, but my mom wasn't having it. She said, "I'm not with that finger popping jive." So D looked at her in the eyes and obliged her. Supposedly it happened just once with D, but we all know it only takes one time. In case you haven't figured it out, D is my father. He said that D was my mom's first, but how are you a virgin going for the D your first time out? That sounds like you're an old pro to me. I guess reading those books made her feel mature and capable of adult things. Unfortunately, those books got her into some real life situations that turning a page or two wouldn't get her out of. And yes, it's situations, not situations. A few months passed, and my grandmother noticed that my mom had stopped asking for sanitary napkins. My mother started her cycle when she was 10. My grandmother handed her some sanitary napkins and told her to stay away from boys. Realizing she had never had to talk with my mom, my grandmother feared that she was pregnant. So she went to my mom to get some answers. "Patricia, why aren't you bleeding?" she asked. My mother didn't know what to say. Truth be told, she didn't know why she hadn't had her period either. The next week, my grandmother made an appointment for my mom to go to the doctor. The other siblings wanted to know what was going on with my mom and why she had to go to the doctor. Back then, you wouldn't go to the doctor unless you were injured or really sick. The doctor confirmed my mom was indeed pregnant. When they got home, my grandparents had a conversation about how my mom ended up pregnant as my nosy Aunt Flo eavesdropped. My grandmother asked, "What are we going to do?" My granddaddy responded, "What do you mean, what are we going to do? Ain't nothing to do. She's going to have the baby. I don't believe in getting rid of babies. We didn't get rid of none of ours." So that's what my mom was going to have, a baby. My mother called the family meeting and announced it to the rest of the family, but my aunt and uncles didn't seem to be bothered by it much. My mom told Dee that she was pregnant. He asked, "Well, do you want to get married?" She said, "No, I don't love you. My daddy said that I don't have to marry you if I don't want to." Dee was relieved and happy. He only asked because he thought it was the right thing to do at the time. That was the last time she saw him until after after I was born, because of a month before his 18th birthday, he enlisted in the Army. You want me to stop there, Reese?
Yeah, that's the end of the chapter, right?
No.
Oh, go ahead.
Let me finish. Okay.
Yeah.
5 months later, my mother was walking home from school and she started cramping. She got home and busted through the door hollering Aunt Flo's name. Aunt Flo came running down the stairs. My mom said, Flo, you got to call Mama. I'm not feeling too good. Aunt Flo agreed, but my mom passed out in the doorway as my grandmother answered the call. Aunt Flo blurted out, Mama, Patricia just passed out in the doorway. She said she's not feeling well. As calmly as she could, my grandmother said, okay, calm down. Your dad is on the way home and should be walking through the door shortly. Before Aunt Flo could hang up the phone, my granddaddy appeared. He was shocked to find my mom laying across the threshold with a small puddle of blood pooling under her. He called for my uncles who were upstairs and unaware of what was going on downstairs. My granddaddy and uncles moved my mom to the car as Aunt Flo screaming and crying. My granddaddy said to Aunt Flo, call your mother back and tell her that I'm on my way to the hospital with Patricia and she should meet me there. Somehow, my grandmother ended up beating them to the hospital. My mom was still unconscious when she arrived to the emergency room. They evaluated her quickly and told my grandparents that her blood pressure was very high, putting both of us in danger. She was diagnosed with having something called preeclampsia, and an emergency C-section had to be performed to save both of our lives. Excuse me, y'all. When they pulled me out, I was blue and not moving. I didn't have any signs of life at all. Immediately, they started working on me. Although they finally got my heart beating again, I still wasn't crying. They gave me oxygen and put me on a ventilator. My grandparents were told I might be a special needs child due to the lack of oxygen to my brain, but I was fine. You see, they thought I wasn't crying because of possible brain damage, but what they didn't know was the whole time God was whispering in my ear. He said, don't cry, little one, I got you. A few hours later, my mother woke up and was told she had a little girl. My mom started to smile, but then felt a sharp pain in her stomach. Grabbing her stomach, she said, ouch, what's going on in my belly? My grandmother said, they had to cut you, baby. The doctor said that it's going to leave a scar. No more halters and hip huggers for you, but you'll be all right. My mother yelled, God damn it, who told him to cut me? It seems my mother was more worried about her appearance than my survival. She went home after a week, but I remained in the hospital for 2 more weeks. Blue is the name they gave me. Once I came home, I quickly became the apple of my grandparents' eyes. As I grew up, I became the brat and instigator and inherited a notorious mean streak from Aunt Flo. We all grew up together. In fact, I thought they were my brothers and sister. This is until Aunt Flo felt enough was enough. One day, Aunt Flo was sitting in my granddaddy's lap, and I insisted. No, I demanded that she get out of his lap. I said, you're in my seat. Aunt Flo retorted, he's my father. I screamed, he's my father too. Aunt Flo yelled back, tell her that you're my daddy and you're her granddaddy. Goddamn motherfucking bitch, I screamed as I pushed her off his lap. Good Lord. Blue, you stop that, my granddaddy scolded. Then continued lovingly, now come here. You know you're granddaddy's baby. That's when I found out the truth about everyone. And just like that, I went from being the youngest of 5 to being an only child. I then realized the power that I had over my grandparents, that I was the one who made them grand, and I thought I was the queen of the roost. That's the end of chapter 1.
That's chapter 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So far, do anybody got any questions about who's who, or its character setup, situation, or anything like that with the book? No.
No. Damien is trying to say something, but his microphone is muted.
I'm sorry if my mic was off. Thank you. I'm a combination of D, Jimmy, and Bruce.
That's good.
We're good grief.
You a lover and
I'm a combination of all 3 of them.
So how old was mom in the book?
14.
Well, she was 13 at the time when she was getting to get. So, but by the time
how old was he? The girl was older than him.
13.
The girl was older than him. How old was he? Because the girl was older than the mom.
Oh, her friend.
So, yeah, her friend.
Her friend was already like 16, 15.
Okay. How old was he supposed to be?
And he was 17, going on 18.
Oh God.
So it was all there were a bunch of kids.
Oh shit.
He was a youngin.
That's fair game.
No,
Yeah.
but no. Your mother was on the prowl. Jesus.
17 messing with a 13-year-old, or he was 18 with a 14-year-old, because that's when, you know, by
Something
the
tells they
time
were watching the Cosby Show before they got started.
yeah, she was 13 when she was crushing on him. She had a
Oh,
birthday,
hell no.
and then it made her 14, and he was still 17. He didn't turn 18 until a couple of months later. So it was like 14 and 18. That's the age when they both of them was parents. 14 and 18. They were still young. They were still young. He played kickball, so
he knew better though.
Yeah. I won't blame D on this one. You should have put your D away, D. Goddamn.
This time take D out the equation.
One little riding all the way home. This big bad wolf is not eating meat.
Yeah, I know.
But she was the aggressor, you know. He was just like,
I understand. I was put in that type of situation at that age.
Sometimes these girls, you know, be coming on to these guys. Shoot.
When y'all want to be, y'all go for it. I swear, men be aggressive, but when women want it, bruh, they will trap you and snare you. Next thing you know, you be in the closet and be like, where the fuck did I get here?
That is so.
But it's funny because she wasn't even trying to trap him. She was just trying to have a romance, you know, like in the book.
Josh said, LA Josh said she got pregnant the first time she had sex with him.
Yep.
Yeah, that
he has some strong swimmers.
Man.
None of you kids turn out to be swimming.
Her first tryout. I don't know how many times they did it in that day, but
I hope he got in as much as he possibly could. I'm just gonna be honest. I hate to be like one and done and be like, I ain't gonna see her no more. I'm pregnant. Damn it. I knew I should have done it one more time.
So you might as well, you know, but you know, say she didn't know, then he didn't know. They were just having fun. It just felt good to him, I guess.
I hope it felt good. Jesus.
Right.
A lot of times,
taking my mama on her first roller coaster ride. Jesus. He's going to Six Flags.
See, he just was wanting to go to first base. She was going to let him slide in the third.
No, she made a home run, and then now they got to make a family home. No.
So that's how back then in the 70s. That's how it was. There was a lot of that going on back then.
Why did not wear condoms? Where are condoms? Where is contraception? Like I don't understand.
I don't know.
Where's sex ed? Like your daughter your mother don't know shit. She's 13. The 18-year-old boy should be like, all right, look, she got 3 holes. Out of the 3. Hey, he's the older man. He has wide knowledge of this. I would imply the same functionality. I'd be like, look, she's 13, she don't know better. I ain't trying to get nobody pregnant. Look, baby, we want to try something else since we're already trying everything else for the first time.
Josh said did Blue's father become a Navy corpsman?
He went in the army. He was the demolition man. He was knocking the stuff down.
So his soul is marked.
His
soul is marked.
We locked it in. We locked that shit in, though. He did that.
I bet they looked at it like going on a tour. I was like, man, I already have a kid already.
Damn, Blue. What you gonna do?
That ain't shit you do.
Yeah, Louisa should have did the voiceover for this, joint. You know.
Yeah, the audio. Hell yeah.
I don't like my voice.
You did great, honey. You sound wonderful.
Yeah.
I was lunch. I'm like, did Dame somehow turn black? I thought he was on the show.
Yes, I did. Yes, I totally
I
did,
seen
Molly.
the pipe. I seen everything. I'm like, but he looked dark.
Yeah, you're smoking my ball. Getting lit.
Is that
Molly Mossy Moss?
that's from smoking that Molly C Moss?
Yeah, I'm smoking Molly C Moss right now.
Yeah.
Roots.
Look what happens if he
I mean,
smoked
the
the Molly
good thing
C
out of
Moss.
that story, we got Reese Reese. She damn near didn't make it. You know, she was blue, one crying. You know, yeah, we got Reese out the deal. So
y'all got blue out the deal. That's not necessarily my story.
Reese bloomed into blue bloomed into Reese eventually, but we ain't get to there yet.
Yeah.
Damian turned black. Hey, Molly, Jeremiah is in between my two kids. He's 28. My kids are 29. Okay, 29 and a half, whatever.
Okay.
But my kids are 34, 33, and then 26 and 25. So he's right in the middle.
Okay, they around my age. I'm 36. Shit, I thought he was older than me.
Okay.
Rough life.
Jeremiah not leaving. He told Jeremiah not leaving. Hey, Jeremiah, blink twice if you trapped there, man. You need our help to get you out.
Oh shit! Oh, see the signal. Oh shit! Get your shit.
out.
Everybody saddle up. Everybody saddle up. All right, it's time.
Lord,
Oh yeah.
If you hear Cardi stirring the tea,
Ding.
Cardi, like stir the tea, Cardi, stir the tea. He waking up.
Oh shit! Yeah, oh shit! Now.
That's all right. But that was the
How
first
long you
chapter.
break? How long you break for, Damien? I mean, Jeremiah.
My break.
Before you got to go back out in the fields.
That was racist. Hey, Jeremiah, tell the first show you did was in Zephyr Hills, Florida, BT's Pub, and it was a white biker bar, and you were the only black guy for like 2 counties.
Pretty much.
Damn.
Jeremiah, you been to the mall yet? You been to the mall out there?
The bars? Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We just did what?
We did like 5 of them yesterday.
And what did we do?
What?
What did we do before noon? What did we do before noon?
Booked the gig.
And what's it called on top?
The Dirty Santa and his elf.
And Jeremiah's the elf. I'm the Dirty Santa.
Oh Lord.
That wasn't a good one. I saw that movie. Dirty Santa.
That new rock movie came out. The red one, that joint was good.
Bernie Mac.
Bernie. So anybody else come from a teenage mother? My mom was a teenage.
Yeah, my mom. Yep. My mom was 17.
My mom was married.
My mom was 15.
I think 13. Yeah, my mom was 13 or 14.
That's a
See,
good
that
question.
was common back then in the 70s. So, in answer to your question, Jeremiah, why they ain't wearing condoms? I don't know. We all here product of that.
Y'all need sex ed. Fuck the condoms. Y'all just need sex ed in general, guys.
No, not our generation. I'm talking about the one that we in, the one that had us. Our parents that had us. Shit, we know about it.
Everybody wanted to find about fucking. God damn.
Well, I'm the firstborn of my father, and I'm the third child of my mother. So my mom got around back in the day.
My mom got married to my dad. They had me after 3 years of a happy marriage together to bring forth another child into this world. So my little background on that is a little bit different.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I'm 15 years older than my sister. I ain't got no other siblings.
Jesus.
Yeah,
15 years old, and she started wanted to start over. Bless her heart.
So that's how my daughter gonna feel. My
But I'm
daughter.
happy that she's married this time around though too. Like I don't care about nobody being married or not, but I do like the fact that she's married this time
Like,
around with my
wait.
sister. I do like that.
That's
Yeah,
good.
I do like that.
Yeah, I was part of the second set. My mother had 4 kids. Then she took 15 years off and had 4 more kids. So I was part of the second
Oh God!
set. But we all got the same father. That's what's crazy.
Yeah,
Father got her
That's
pregnant
good.
first time, and he stayed around ever since. Yeah,
And
after
8
he
more
was
times
17
later.
too. Yeah, he was 17. Yeah, he just
It
got
ain't
a
nobody
job.
Not
twins,
to
right?
chill the fuck
I do
out.
like that.
Damn.
I do like that setup. I do
Yeah, I
like
didn't even
that.
know people can have other parents. I thought like when I was growing, I thought all of
Yeah,
them had to have the same father until I started having friends. I'm like, he's like, I'm going on my father's house. I'm like, what you mean your father? Y'all father? He's like, nah, his father in the house.
His
That ain't
daddy
my
over here
father.
is
They
my
get out.
daddy.
You know his
yeah,
father was my father. Stop playing with me. Like, oh my
right.
bad.
Yeah,
Like,
No,
hey,
right.
more than one.
I
I had to
was
learn there was more than one mama. I was like, wait a minute. I thought all
yeah,
y'all
like,
come out of the same bakery. I didn't know that you got Krispy Kremes and Dunkin' at
like
the same time. Good
yeah, you
God.
lying. Yeah, yeah.
That's
So
what
would
they
y'all
call
rather
it.
have the same? Would y'all rather have the same mother or the same father, or does it matter?
To me,
I
it
guess it
doesn't
really
matter
doesn't
to
matter.
me.
I guess it depends on the preference.
But I
Yeah.
know some people that says that the only that the only ones that count is the ones you get from the mother.
Yeah,
I
then
mean,
that's
that's
half.
they have the
I
same
do.
mother.
I do kind of.
Yeah, they say
I
that
feel
shit
They,
like
they
half.
that.
still say that
That's a fair statement.
they don't say, even though you got the same mother, that's still, different fathers that still make y'all half, but you don't say those brothers and sisters are your half brothers and sisters, but they just as much as half as the one made by the father and the different mothers. Half is
Okay,
half.
I come from
Okay.
that family out there, and I'll tell you this: my half brother,
Yeah.
man, we fought. We fought.
Who won?
Your daddy ain't my daddy. Yeah, we fought.
Yeah, but see, but you don't hear people saying like my sisters. I never called them half sisters or brothers. I never called my
Same
other
here.
sisters from my
Right.
father half sister or brothers either. I just said my brothers and my sisters. But some people would say that the children that you have they have with the other men, that that's my half brother, or that's my half sister. I used to hear that a lot growing up, and I never alluded to the difference between mine at all.
Yeah, I've
Just
heard
said,
too. I've heard that too, but I have like my mother has 3 different baby daddies. And I have, of course, other siblings. My father had other children too, but I'm just saying I'm the oldest of 11. That's all I
yeah,
say.
yeah, I said that
Yeah,
too. I'm oldest of 9. Well, actually, it's
yeah, it's
not
happy
even
with it.
9. I'm oldest of 7.
What's up, Keanu?
There's still 9 altogether. Still the oldest of 9. Yeah.
I think your
Father had
microphone
6
muted.
kids. Mother had 6 kids that he claimed it. He said that there's 2 more that he was unsure of. So I got another brother and a sister out there.
Damn.
Josh said, Josh said your daddy is probably your half brother too.
Gotta put up the whole cake.
He said that.
My
I
daddy,
Did you
got
hear
6.
what the comment was?
what did he
You heard what
say?
the comment was?
Daddy
He
was a
said your
well-wished
daddy.
dog.
He said your daddy is probably your half brother too.
He's a hot what?
Probably you
He's
have
probably. He said, your daddy's probably your half brother too. is what he was saying.
No wonder he called D. He keeps giving them that Sunny D every chance he gets. Good God Almighty.
Man, that's vitamin D.
Yeah, and it spills over to my son got a sister. I got a sister that's 6 years older than my son. So my father was still kicking him out when I was kicking him out. So he was still, and he used to mess with my girlfriends, my older girlfriends. I used to have a girlfriend, and Kim used to always call, say, "Can your daddy come fix my car? Can your daddy come fix my car?" I'm dumb. I'm green at this point. I'm like, "Daddy, Kim calling for you. She need a new car." He wasn't fixing her car.
Hell no. Even I knew what the fuck was going
And I was
down.
like, Kim, I said, it's dark. How he gonna see? He can't see that car. out there. She said, it's okay, I got lights. And I was like, Daddy, Kim called. He was like, oh, Kim called? We didn't have cell phones then. So she would always call on the house. Oh, Kim called. And I'm like, Daddy, why are you getting gussied up to go fix a car?
You better pipe some shit
Not
down.
until one day.
Oh shit.
Not until one day he told me. He said, I'm giving a Hoosha Daddy. I said, what? I said, what the hell is a Hoosha Daddy? And then he broke it down. He said, really, Reese? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? And that's what I was like, bing. I was like, no, your butt isn't nasty, but it didn't get my daddy. But she was a little bit older than me, so young enough for him.
I hope she was older than you.
I mean, I was grown.
Oh,
She was
okay.
grown.
You fucking with 13-year-olds at 18. I'm worried about.
Put it past.
Man, 13-year-olds and shit. I don't know.
What do we do about a young lady though? We raising a young lady, she 13, 14, she fast. What do we do about
No,
that?
she wasn't fast. She was boy crazy.
If she boy crazy, what do we do about that? If she boy crazy,
around her age, Jesus.
Stop. No, it was because all the magazines and stuff was stimulating her mind. Her mind was stimulated.
yeah, I'm saying as a kid, so we keep the magazines out the way.
Certain types of books, because certain types of books, I believe your mind ain't ready for that stuff. As you can see, it wasn't.
You got to find a way to distract them. I was a 13-year-old hornball.
Yeah.
You said a 13-year-old hornball.
Yeah, I was 13-year-old hornball. I thought all the things. I read books. I write poetry. My poetry, you would think I was having sex, and I wasn't. So you have to distract them, find something for them to do. Because if you don't, then it'll be easy to end up having sex. You got to
band camp and let them use the flute. Band camp and let them use the flute.
Definitely don't let them use the flute.
No, not
be putting their mouth or something, blowing something. Don't get them trained on that.
Don't mess around
Don't
with
play the piano, don't play the drums. Let them be good with the sticks in their fingers, okay?
That's almost too much within itself, but we can accept that.
But you was the babysitter now. You had other siblings, but you didn't want to go outside and play like a normal kid. You wanted to read the Harlequin romances. I would have took the Harlequin romances away and gave her some more The Cat in the Hat, some more Dr. Seuss riddles.
We ain't had no choice. Go outside and play. You locked out there until they decide to open the door back up. So that's another thing. We can't spoil our kids and let them do what they want to do. So that's I got a niece like that. She pregnant now, so it's like she done moved to Carolina. She doing good, but she was young and it was like, dang, what can we do to just keep her mind out of these streets, out of these boys' face? And it was not much we can do. I ain't know what can we do,
Take the phone away. Take the fucking phone away.
Camping.
I was about to say
they done took phones.
Everything they got in hands. You know what I'm saying? So it's just
girls.
There's no big.
Back then when Patricia came up, they could go to the countries down the country, to visit their relatives and stuff like that. But I guess it's where the city versus the country, because they still have farms. When she came up, she could have worked the farms and did the farm work and stuff like that. But she didn't want to go where the other relatives was. She wanted to stay up in the city.
See, that's the thing. Kids still saying what they want to do. That's the problem right there. Once you allow your kid to do what they want to do, things like that gonna tend to happen. I'd be crazy. My daughter say I don't want to do something. I'd be looking like, what? It's good to know you don't want to do it, but you got to do it anyway. It's been plenty of times. Oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I don't want to go to school. You know how many times you woke up and be like, Mom, I don't want to go to school. Get your ass up, put your clothes on and go. A lot of kids get a lot of too much free time, and they started doing things thinking they grown.
Crap.
It's still like that. It's probably worse now because they got their hands on her. They be throwing Airbnb parties. I'm like, how did these 14
Airbnb parties?
throw an
Yep.
Airbnb party? They got
The new
fake
wave.
cars. They somehow get an older person to do it. And it's always an older person. It's like, why older people just don't talk to older people? Like,
So you are contributing to a delinquency of a minor. If you let them do all that stuff.
Yeah. I'll be letting them fuck and shit. I'll get,
Right. You got it. There's rules to this game. And at least
we used to just drink beer and smoke weed in the basement. You know, I mean, that was our fucking Airbnb.
Okay, yeah.
14, 13, we ain't had too much free time to do, like, you know, just like privacy. I wouldn't say free time. We just ain't had privacy to do half of those things. Like, where you going? You gonna take them to your mama house, you know, cousin house, who house? You know, just
somebody
like
was home.
was always home, especially in the hood.
Yeah. Where they stay at? What's their number? Let me talk to them for a second.
Yeah.
I couldn't come outside when my mother went home. I was a latchkey kid. But I did have my girlfriend Scarlett, and we used to get together, and I got some butt whoopings behind that because I opened the door. I'll never forget. I was 13, and she was telling me, "Reese, this boy liked you. His name was Jovan Blackton." She was setting me up. I was a joke, so she was like, "I was like, I don't know what to do." She said, "Put this skirt on and let me braid your hair back in 2 cornrows," and she said, "And wear your house slippers." And I was like, "Huh?" So yeah,
you wore your house slippers. Oh.
and I didn't know no better.
You wore. How old was you?
I was like 13, 12 or 13. But she was like, I don't know, it was peer pressure. So, and the boy didn't like me because she was messing with the boy. And it was a joke. It was like a setup. Like I was the nerdy, geeky kid. And they go set you up, you know. So she said she had to get me back because I used to tell stories. I was always telling some kind of stories and she would believe it. It was just crazy going up. We daydreamed. We listened to music. I had my music. I had my writing. I was different. I didn't chase the boys because I was too scared of the boys. That's one. And my girlfriend ended up having a baby at 16. She's a teenage mom. She was a baby at 15, 16. All of my girlfriends, my other girlfriends at that time, all of them had the babies before they were adults. I was too scared. How about that part? Yeah, I might have been a joke. I might have been the L7. I might have been the square, but I was one of the ones that was an adult when I had my kid and living on my own when I got pregnant. See, you know,
somebody got to do it.
You said somebody got to.
You know, so shout out to you on that shit.
Yeah, it sound like somebody did their job as parents. You know,
my grandparents.
Yeah,
the same parents that my mother had.
Yeah, they let her do her, and they got on your ass about everything because they learned from that. Like, no, we ain't gonna make the same mistake twice. You know,
right? She was the example.
Yeah, I like that. They might was hard on you, but it was your mother's fault. She undid some things. Out there, nope. Get out them boys' face.
Yep. My parents taught me, my mother, we grew up in the church, so you knew I knew. I was still hard, I was just hard-headed. You know, I knew it's not always because I had my first child at 18. Lost my virginity. I was going on 17 when I lost my virginity, but it was still to their father, my ex-husband. But I knew better. I knew I wasn't supposed to do it.
So you could have got pregnant at 16.
No, I got pregnant at 17.
No, I'm saying you said you lost it at 16.
Oh no, we used condoms. Now I was doing that, but we had protection. So
LA person said, "Now look at you getting your cable paid."
Huh?
Hey, I found one in Jeremiah's truck, and he, I guess he had a go-to.
Now I found one in his truck.
So you were smart enough to use protection. That's good.
Well, yeah,
because kids, they let the boys talk them out of it.
The time here come, but
now,
yeah.
Now, I remember, now I'm going to be honest with you. I was 16. I was going back and forth over my mother's house when I worked at 7-Eleven. I liked the boy upstairs. His name was Bernard. It was 2 guys, and there was a bunch of guys that always stayed upstairs. And we was over there playing strip tunk, right? Me, Scarlett, Bernard, and I'm dumb. I'm like, damn, I had all my clothes on. I'm like, oh, I'm beating y'all. So they saw something. Look, put it like this. I didn't live around the neighborhood. I got a phone call. It was like, oh, Bernard ain't into you because he slept with me. And I was like, damn. So I'm like, that's okay, because I wasn't giving that.
So you was. Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question?
Yes.
You was butt ass naked in front of a group of people that wasn't naked?
No, I was not naked. I was with it.
Okay, I thought you said you strip poker. My bad. I wanted to clarify.
Yeah, them 2, we played strip tunk. And them 2 was getting out of, she was down to her underwear, and he was down to his skippies going to show his thing. And I'm like, oh no. And I'm fully clothed.
Yeah, I ain't play them type of games because, well, I would win, but first of all, wasn't nobody gonna see me naked.
But I would have quit anyway, knowing me. But
I would win.
But what it was just a setup for, that was her way of getting in, because she liked him too. And I'm like, damn, I was dumb.
Yeah.
I didn't see a lot of this stuff. You know, I was agreeing to a lot of. I was.
You might was in the head, man. Script anything, man. You take clothes off. I know that at a young age.
That's only if you lose.
Once they start taking clothes off, you know you like what you see. You're not leaving because you want to be in the room. You weren't that green, Reese. You ain't gonna come and keep telling us you was special ed retarded. And then you turn around and say you the smartest kid on the block. You too smart to be too dumb.
Exactly, but I wasn't street smart.
Louisa, girl out. She was freaked out at 16. She ain't trying to let us know. Young Reese was freaked.
I'm gonna tell you, because I used to have, I wasn't one of them.
I'm telling Slick A.
What?
But I had friends that was always doing crazy mess, and I've been in situations where they will couple up, and it's just me and another dude.
No, wait a minute. The boy was my Bernard was my friend.
No, but
your friend or your
it got right on.
You liked them. That's a difference.
Your friend or your thing? Was he yours or was
he
you
was
just like
supposed to be mine? Because
she liked
I introduced. She didn't know who he was. I introduced. This is me. Bernard was talking.
You never told him.
She liked them.
So, right, because if you liked them, you liked them. If it wasn't established that y'all was anything,
he starts saying that patio day. Like, hold on, Reese ain't
just
showing
to understand the
kids. They want to see who. Oh, you down?
He lived right above. My mom would go over there on the weekend, and me and him was talking. He was nice. I thought he was nice, and he was all sweet and everything with me. He was just trying to get me. He was already banging the gong, but he was just trying to get me because I was innocent. He was a damn pedophile. That's what he was. You 22 years old. You ain't got no business.
Wow.
Oh, so why? This shit don't even matter then, because he's
you sound like somebody.
The message I'm getting from it, y'all like older men. I see that now.
Survey says.
Get it from the mama. You get it from your mama.
Let me date older guys. Yes, she did.
Survey says, hell no.
Because in their time, I guess they could. I don't know what the fuck, but I don't know. But my grandparents, so I would have to go over I would have to go over my mother's house to see a boy. My grandparents didn't play that. I remember I didn't go out to my first date till I was grown, and I had to lie and say it was a double date then.
Shit, your mother's still on in her 20s. She's still having fun.
Yeah.
That's what I'm about to say, because y'all
get out my face, go upstairs with the dude upstairs.
Hey man. Whatever like that, no, you know.
Daniel trying to hit both of y'all. He playing script poker with some kids or script talk with some kids.
Man, with kids.
Shit. He
But
supposed
and
to
he
be in
ended
jail.
up banging my girlfriend, and that's how I found out a lot of other stuff going on. Like,
You
I don't got no money. That's all right. You ain't playing money anyway.
Man, wait, that's not even what the goal is.
Play for clothing.
Right.
you know, yeah, and you know, and he was losing on purpose because he wanted us to see his his print. That's what you know. Now I look back, he was going out because he was trying to flex his body. He was trying to turn the girls horny. And
he was
my mind,
cheating and everything. Oh shoot!
Shit!
In my mind, I'm so competitive.
You're not beat my big joker.
I wasn't flirting. I was like, I beat you. I beat you.
The nesty put a blindfold on you, tell you open your mouth, guess the taste. You know, oh, I ain't
Molly, I wasn't even French kissing nobody. You know, I wasn't even French kissing back then, so you know it would have been a fight.
I'm gonna give you all my anaconda.
I didn't want the anaconda. You know, I was too immature. But I'm glad.
And I only got one bun, son. You told us that.
I only got one bun.
That
I only got one.
That wasn't at the time, though.
One bun, son.
That wasn't at the time, though. That was the wrong
maybe
part.
that's why it's easy for me to put it on the shelf to separate it and wait for that one special guy. Because maybe I live in a Harlequin romance now. Maybe I'm looking for love. Maybe I want that.
Love in all the wrong places. Tearing her heart, knowing for traces. There you go. That's all I got. Drop the mic.
I think we all look in the wrong places until we find the right one. You just got to keep looking. You stop looking, you can find anything. You know.
Yeah.
He's good. Your mind's good.
I'm good. I'm
and it's so funny because I call him off as a horn dog.
But he was.
He's a pervert.
He was 22.
Fucking
so I'm just stuck on that. Regardless of any of that shit.
Man. Man, and now you just make me just think I should call my daughter and just check on her just for no reason.
Yes, you should, Molly.
Like 2 in the morning, just to wake her up. You up? What you doing? You ain't having to get playing cards with their uncle.
What y'all say?
What are you doing? Nothing.
What is y'all saying?
He said we don't gotta use money.
Put the penis in the popcorn box.
You be watching porn. That's how you know about that shit. The popcorn box and shit.
Valentine's gift, the chocolate.
Man, you got open the box.
Somebody messed my popcorn up like that.
What is that?
I would be so mad.
Is that a leg?
Yeah, that was the wildest, funniest video.
That was the wildest shit I ever seen on the show.
I'm laughing at this video. Like it was that one part. And he said that little girl said that's a leg.
She pointed at the shit like,
in this video, but it was funny.
Man.
Innocence. So that's the shades of blue. Thank you, Louisa, for reading that first chapter.
Thank you for reading, love. It was really nice. It's really engaging. Your voice is really engaging, though.
They didn't have any questions about why she had to go to the hospital, what was going on.
Nope.
So
nah.
So you already answered them, man.
Yeah.
I ain't want
to know about that.
Yeah.
They didn't.
If you want to tell us, you can tell us. You can tell us some things that we should have asked questions.
No, I mean, I would have thought y'all would have asked about what's finger popping jive, but y'all knew what that was.
We knew what that was. That's that. You know, finger popping. Finger popping has always been finger popping. It ain't been shit else. It ain't been cracking your knuckles. It's finger popping.
And that's all Derek wanted to do, but Patricia was like,
Yeah, and that's why I said, what can we do for our young girls out here that probably, experiencing that? It might be a condition. Want to be fast? Is there anything we can do to get them to avoid those things? Because ain't no way I can see a 13-year-old or 14-year-old at 18, 17 talking me into sex. Like, yeah, maybe the opposite, but it is some dudes out here that, you know, probably never did it, and they come across a young girl that's a little fast and stuff. So it's just like, what can we do for these young girls? Don't be so quick to want to have sex. You know, hopefully
teach them how to suck dick. Teach them how to suck dick. You
man,
can't get pregnant.
Oh
my God.
Take that shit off the screen. Thank you. Get that shit off the screen. I can't believe this is suck dick.
13-year-old girls how to do anything like that. They must
suck dick. Wow.
Understood I was saying, Louise.
Jeremiah Cotton is an innocent bystander.
That leads
man just
I didn't start doing I got married.
Huh?
I didn't do that. I didn't perform fellatio until I got.
Yep, I was a grown adult. I didn't do it starting out either.
Doc, you got married. Like, how do you do how you don't know how you managed to do that one? Weezy, you a beast. That's spiritual. That's real love right there. He really loves you.
Secured that shit though. Man, you secured that motherfucker way.
Shotgun win. He was like, look, I already done had bad and pop one in you.
Tell you right now, I didn't have to. Okay, first and foremost. Okay.
She should.
Of all, it was already didn't. You know, I lost my virginity with him. I tried it with, but I couldn't. So when I got married, for me, so let me tell you this. One thing about me, then he was my husband, so he can get every part of me. We weren't married at first, and I was still, you know, you young, you know, I wasn't out there, so I wasn't used to putting stuff in my mouth that wasn't food. Okay, so when we together, I tried it. Of course, he was my boyfriend, but I didn't do it again. And then once we got married, I did. But we were together. So that's how I got married, Molly.
Oh no, that's cool. I ain't started till I was older, but I lost a girlfriend after 4 years because of that. You know, she left me because I ain't eat pussy, and the dude who did, he took my girl. And I'm like, damn, all because of that. So early since then, I learned like, okay, it's some things you gonna have to do, or
you gotta eat a little bit.
That's how I lost.
Or you die.
That's how I lose. That's how I was young and I lost my little boyfriends. But that's a good thing. I look at it. They wasn't good, you know, because I could if I would have got pregnant at a teenage, you know. So yeah, keep it moving. No damn coochie hounds. And you know, my mind wasn't right for that. My mind was on something else. It wasn't, you know, oh gosh. But you know, my hands goes off to those who can. I'm just thankful that I wasn't one of those.
That's grown now. That's different. But
and my grandparents keeping their eye on me by not letting me date boys. And there always was somebody home. So I didn't get that chance. You remember Patricia got popped because both her parents was at work. One of my parents was home all the time. And I couldn't date. I'm like, I could work from 11 o'clock at night to 7 in the morning, but I couldn't go out on no date with no boy. If I was smart, I should have said I had to work and had the boy pick me up, but I wasn't even, I was too scared of my grandparents, and I didn't want to disappoint my grandfather. I didn't want to disappoint my grandparents, so I was too scared to do normal defiant stuff. Except for after I got grown, I was like, I'm going out. I was spending the night.
Get out, yeah.
You know, so and I did, and I had sex when I did.
The way you said it was funny for some reason. And I had sex.
I did. You know,
all your friends, they was like, "Girl, I got 2 kids already."
Right.
Yeah, it was something like that. It was something like that, exactly. And I was like, wow.
Hey, my daughter's got 4 kids. My daughter's got 4 kids, and she's collecting child support from 5 different baby daddies. That's pretty gangster.
That's pretty messed up and sad. It's because
I wouldn't say that.
People like that, because you don't know who the baby daddy is, and it gives us girls who do a bad rap. Oh,
Yeah, but my oldest daughter is a slut. I mean, I have no control over her. She's a grown ass girl. You know, she's 35 years old. She can do whatever the hell she wants with her pussy. I ain't got no control over that.
Damien. Oh.
No, that's real. That's real.
Mama.
You know, you raise children, you teach your children.
Is there any pictures?
You do.
David.
Send Molly a picture.
I'm sure he doesn't want that for his daughter, but he can't change.
David, you know that Mama is here. You hear Mama coming in the door.
Y'all funny. They put in the reason. Reading the Taming of the Shrew. That's what it sounded like.
Wow, baby, that is it a mutual agreement or she getting paid by the courts?
Do she get paid by the court?
No. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Maybe one.
That wasn't a joke. That was a serious question.
Yeah.
I don't think Damien heard you.
What's that?
What
was the question?
You said she's getting paid by 5 baby daddies, but only got 4 kids or whatever. I mean, something like that. Anyway, was that a mutual?
It's a joke, dude. It's a joke.
Oh, yeah,
I thought it was for real. My bad.
I thought she was like really a slut. Like I thought you was really saying she was a slut and all of that. And
well, the reason why I made that joke is because I was doing a show in Lehigh Acres, Florida, a place called Mugs and Jugs. That's where Jeremiah's at. And I was doing a show, and there was a whole senior citizen center there. And this woman said, I've got 2 daughters and 8 son-in-laws.
Section 8.
Dang.
2 daughters, 8 son-in-laws.
My kids can't do that. I'm a snitch. Hey, come here, bring your whole ass over here. We ain't doing
You said bring your whole ass over here.
No, I don't like
That's right.
2 daughters and 8. Maybe they wanted to be the daddy. Some men, you know.
I'm like, don't trust them. Don't trust her.
I was a good girl. I got treated like a bad one when it came to that. But that's okay.
Hey, everyone say hi, Connie.
Hi, Connie.
Good morning.
Hey, Connie.
All right. He didn't even say it's no bingo shit today. I don't know what.
Anyone hit bingo today?
Connie was.
Josh said everything Damien said is a joke.
How you see that? How you see that? You be lying.
It's not on the card.
No.
You be lying.
Molly had it up in blue.
He ain't changed the color. It's always blue.
It did.
I saved the blue.
It was in blue.